Friday, TGIF. That light's kind of a distractor back. What happens if you turn that off and set the mood for you and Monkeyboy?
Set the mood. I thought we already had the mood.
Set the mood. There we go. I think that's a little better. Yeah. So there we go. Good evening, everybody. Happy, TGIF. Happy Friday. Our prop man. Hey, prop man, we're live back here. It's getting the prop tongue up. Hope everybody's having a good. I wish we could put that on one level of lighting over here. Let me see something here.
Good evening, everybody. How's everyone doing out there?
Yeah, I just want to put that sort of on the low. I think it's over there.
We're actually hiding out from the
It's
police.
probably a little better over there. Hey, how you doing, Sean? Did Sean make it in first tonight? Oh, you almost did. Tupac, what's going on? Shamay, Charlie, long time no see. Hey, Teresa, how are you? Yeah, there's Hey Monkey.
How you
Boy,
doing,
there
Shamari?
he
Nice to
is.
see you.
Our prop man in the
How'd
back
that?
is still. Well,
How'd
he
that?
really. I don't
I think
know.
it's too much lighting, bro.
Yeah, I think it's.
Just
I don't
turn
know
it
what
off.
the
I think it's
story
better
is
off.
over
I
there.
think that's your halo, bro.
Yeah, that's your halo over there.
Probably.
Yeah, stick your head in the middle of that. What's going on, everybody? Well, we just got back from the number one. It was way too cold for Choochin tonight out there. Yeah, what happened? We went in to get dinner tonight, and why is it? I don't know. The lights just screwed up here. Let me see.
No, hold on. Let's try this one. Hold on.
Yeah,
This
okay.
is that any
Yeah,
better?
let's see if
Maybe not so
one's
bright.
on.
On a
Let's see if
glare.
yeah, that's a little better. I
Maybe
think.
turn this light on?
And we don't have any.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
see
it's
that.
too dark
Oh,
over
is it?
here. so-
Who's got the aluminum umbrella?
The aluminum
Exactly.
umbrella,
Right,
yeah.
right.
All right, it's great to see Monkeyboy again, and Tattoo Crazy, BB, Sherry, Melissa, how are you? Jay Smith and Risa, Cindy, Charla, anybody else I missed, I apologize. We're just getting underway tonight. Hi, Susie, Lucky Beans, congratulations. Yeah, we'll tear into that a little bit. Off the wrench.
Nice to see
How you
everybody.
doing? Oh, you had a horrific day. Oh my goodness, Jessica. Sorry to hear that. And
A lot of those going around,
hello,
yeah.
Dan.
Especially for Dean.
Patricia
Well,
Tess.
leave it
Hello,
there.
Linda Flanagan, Robin, Dodgy. Hey, what's up, Alan Gold? I knew you'd be here when there was a mention of clowns. Let's see.
Hey, Alan. How you, everybody?
You compliment things perfectly. Sunny girl, how are you? Kimmy, Nia, Liz, congratulations on your winning. A lot of things to talk about this evening, but let me welcome Monkeyboy into the fold tonight. Hard-working guy. Glad you could take time off to be with
It's
us.
great to be with
tonight.
everybody and everybody out there in YouTube land.
Yeah, YouTube land. The plan was to go do a little bit of Choochin
Oh,
tonight.
I'm good.
Whatever.
We went over to the.
I just had that shot. I want to digest.
Okay.
Huh? You all
Oh,
right?
we're just
You could
just
bring in
talking
the
amongst
bench. You could
ourselves.
bring
No,
in
we're
the.
good.
You could bring in the bench
I'm
if
good.
you
I'm
want
good.
from
I
Hey,
appreciate
Charles. How are
Give
you?
me a minute.
your love suite.
I sat a
over
lot
there.
today, so I'm good.
We went to the. Somebody gave us a recommendation. I don't know who it was to go to Ping Pang Pong, and that's over in the Gold Coast on the other side of the highway from the Strip. And it was interesting. It was pretty cool. I mean, they were doing a land office business, and all of a sudden it just slid off to nothing in the place.
Hope everyone's doing well.
And when we went in, it wasn't too chilly when we got in, and then we walked out. We were going to walk up to Chinatown.
It dropped about 12 degrees.
Oh my God! I came
That
out
It's in the
fast.
40s.
I came out the door, and the temperature dropped from about 59 degrees to about 46 degrees in just the time that we were in there. And then the breeze started kicking up. It's going to be really windy tomorrow, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not going to be Choochin tonight. Although we do have a plan for tomorrow,
Yes.
which is pretty good to do some recorded content. Let me welcome everybody else here. Rosie is a slut instead of a slut. I like
Oh,
that.
that's funny.
Hitting big. Susie, how are you? Good to see you.
Hey,
I'll tell you, it was
everybody.
a hell of a day today. Great collection of cards. Thank you, Alan Gold. And like a magnet, you are drawn right here. Let's go to the casino and play video poker. Hey, Global Altered Connections. So that's the deal tonight, but there's going to be a good opportunity for some recorded content tomorrow afternoon. We're going to take advantage of that. I will be making my way home Sunday, so we're going to make the most of tomorrow. Tomorrow is never promised, so going to be doing that. What are we doing? Huh?
Just from earlier, we were talking about this, some good news.
Oh, good job.
Oh, good. Okay, good
cool,
deal.
cool. So, all right,
Good
continue.
deal.
Continues.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying it was just too. We were going to walk up to Chinatown from the Gold Coast, but it was just too
Chili.
chilly, and it just wouldn't have been where I can do anything except when the wind starts to kick up and the breezes start to kick up. How you
It's
doing,
cold in the
McDave?
desert.
And McDave, I have to
It's
apologize.
cold.
Cold as shit.
McDave, I have to apologize. I should know better. When the sun goes down, I should not.
I told it you.
I know.
I told it her.
You know, because once again I put it on red, and the damn thing came up black again.
Some bitch.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you.
So thank you, McDave. But I will take care of the homeless as you requested, just like last time. I did make that bet. Mr. Z was down there with me. You
It was
loved the Chiefs
legitimized.
last night.
I
Thank
audited
you.
it.
Yep. He audited that.
Audited it.
Great to see monkey R's, huh? So you can
You
buy
want
yourself
another
a
one?
gift
Just-
with
Yeah,
your
just-
sure,
all right.
What am I going to do with that windfall? A good chunk of that is going to be donated, and you'll see tonight I did for the second night. Last night I thought I turned off removed all the PayPal, removed the super chat, and I forgot to slide the little thing on super stickers because that's kind of a new thing. So that's now turned off. So for the next couple of weeks or so,
Thank you.
being I'm just doing the content here, and I know I get well supported, but I would feel a little greasy if I was to have a win like that, and then no, I can't do that.
You
I
know,
can't. Right?
We're gonna just remember when the liquor comes in, the truth comes out.
Yeah, there it is. The truth comes out. Well, I don't know. It's big. I mean, I'll
There you go.
review my day. I did a video, but
Right.
the channel did not get demonetized. I just turned off the super chat, the super sticker, and removed the disabled the PayPal
mercy.
link. So we've been making a big dent.
Look
in
at that
the,
fucker. That was brand
I
new.
mean, man, that was like
Wednesday night.
ooh. Really?
Oy.
Look at that, huh?
Hello, Maka.
I drink a lot,
You
but you
just
never
keep
see me
earning
drunk.
your wings. Thank you, Sandy. Well, wouldn't you? I think anybody would feel a little awkward if they're, I won $2,000
And today,
today. Almost as soon as I sat down, 4 threes, which is the second highest, 800 coins, which is $200.
200, yeah.
15 minutes later, 4 fives.
Yeah.
Then comes
That's
4
fucking
fives is
Jesus, man.
250 coins, which is
One four of a
60.
kind a day is very unusual.
Yeah.
One four of a kind a month is about average.
I have never met anybody
But
that
4
has
in a
more
day.
luck
Yeah.
than this person.
Yeah.
And it's the
I
day
swear
shift.
to God, never in my
It's
life.
a day shift. She's a
Every
morning
time I'm
angel.
with her,
Sunshine
20
angel.
bucks turns into 200 or more, and I
Then,
I
no
can't do
kidding,
that.
at this point I determined, you know what, my $20 strategy, to hell with it. Sometimes when you're on a streak, you just gotta, you gotta clamp down, fasten your belt, and go with it. And I started feeding the machine and started making a dent in that. And then within, I would say 45 minutes, here's 4 aces.
Yeah.
There's another $200, 800 coins. And then to finish off the night, I think it was 4 sevens. Finished it off for another $250. I don't even know how to properly figure today's.
I texted you. Remember, I was like, "Yeah, I'm heading home or heading back to the room." Blah, blah, blah. I didn't hear for like an hour and a half. Finally, I'm doing the call. She said, "Hey, I'm kind of doing pretty good today." I was like, "Okay, take your time."
Yeah, my Tatas have magnets in them that demagnetizes the machine.
So-
Yep, I'm in a cheap hotel with 2 Jews. Well, you didn't think I was going
Of
to get some
course.
fancy
Many people
digs
do.
tonight. You know me. And thumbs up are appreciated if you take a moment when you're coming in. Hello, Olivia.
How you
Ding
doing,
ding.
Olivia?
Olivia's
Nice to see
checking
you,
in,
girl.
and Jessica. It's quite a four times
That
four of a
is
kind
lucky.
today in about 2.5 hours, and then
2,000 on a 50-cent machine you thought
Yeah.
was a quarter. Oh my God, what
Yeah.
kind of stupid luck is that? And then next day, four of a kind.
with two of the highest orders.
Yeah,
Four
yeah, the
threes,
aces.
and then the aces
Yeah.
on that. So that was 200
You
plus
still need a
200
flush,
plus
a
500.
full house.
200 plus 200.
You gotta work on that.
Plus
now.
125, so that was 400 and 525. Less going down a bit when you're playing it down and all
Yeah,
that. So
yeah.
it's been in a pretty amazing run. So no such thing as luck. That was your prize to win.
Good karma.
Yeah, thank you.
It's called good karma.
Well, I was very happy to, because I'm not gambling, quite honestly.
It was
Boards
exquisite
depend on
timing.
me. And when I came here to Las Vegas this time, what was the first thing I told you about gambling?
20 bucks.
No, what did
Oh,
I tell you I wanted to do this trip that I didn't do the other trips?
Win?
Besides, no, I won.
Sorry. Pop
Come
quiz.
on.
I didn't study. Sorry,
Old
teacher.
school.
Win.
Old school. That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
you wanted old school machines. The double diamonds. That kind of the
I
old
told
poker.
Mr. Z,
Yeah.
I want the old school, I want the old school experience. I want to do like the 3 real machines, and I want to do video poker and stuff like that. So you're never going to win a fortune on that. The biggest progressive you're going to win is maybe $1,500 or something like that on a royal.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I wanted old school, and I told him as soon as I met him, and I said, "Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going old school."
old school. Yeah.
So it worked out pretty good. Stu Unger, Spirit, and Luck followed you. Ooh, tattoo crazy. Yeah. Hi, Patricia. I won a royal flush for 18 while I was waiting for Peter to hit 4 aces. Yeah, there you go, Olivia. These are the only machines I like to play. So thank you, Judy. Yeah, I won again today. I put a video up.
How you
Lisa,
doing?
I didn't win on the 00 tonight, honey. I was there with Mr. Z and took care of that.
Yeah.
I don't think roulette is my
Roulette's
forte.
Roulette's a sucker's game. I'm sorry.
Plus
in my
we
opinion.
plus we determined over empirical evidence, which means no real scientific proof, but just reconnoitering and putting things together, that once the sun goes down, my luck just gone.
It tanks.
Gone. To the point there, like I feel like I own the morning in a casino when I'm down there, until about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and then it's like that's it. I don't care what I'm playing, how long I'm pounding away. So it's kind of weird, It's like a daytime luck story. So
I'm no good at gambling.
yeah, I want to thank Lisa for allowing us to place that $5 00 bet for you. And also for McDave, who put $25 on red. Unfortunately, again, black came up on that, but I will once again cover off that $25 for a homeless person, just like we did when Chris and I were walking along and we met Marcos in his RV there, who was trying to help out things. Yeah, I think it's all in the tatas, huh? Standing at the table there, the magnetic tatas. So if you were expecting a chooch tonight, what you're going to get is drinking and hanging out here tonight. A little bit of cutting up, because I just can't do when that breeze. When I came up to the back up to the room and I saw the American flag starting to go sideways on the pole. No, there's no way.
Hey,
How you
Cheryl.
doing, Cheryl? So I feel like it's the first time that I ever really pressed and decided if the luck was running it, I was just going to push it today, and it was, it turned out pretty good.
You
So
want beer?
once again, if you're
Doing a
wondering, some
I'll go
people
with
have,
shots.
how you doing?
Might do
People have
beer. You want
asked
another shot?
me.
Another shot.
No, I'll take a beer.
You take
I'm
it?
not
Sure.
I'm not demonetized on the channel.
Want a beer?
Yeah, beer would be great. I have turned off super sticker, super chat, and PayPal for the time being. Okay, I'll be glad to have. What am I doing with that money? I'm not going to spend that money frivolously. Of course, I owe taxes. They did give me what's called a W-2G for gaming, and I'm going to have to pay about 25% of that on taxes. The winnings today will theoretically cover that tax bill, and I'm going to put that towards my travels. So that's what I'm going to do with that. Okay, it's expensive being on the road, but it'll be good to have that cushion. because as I've told you guys before, it's no secret I have a big monthly health insurance bill. It's the biggest expense I have, but the van's paid off. The van after this month has like $27 or something left to pay off. So Bank of America ATM issue was resolved. What they did was issue me a temporary full credit in the account because it's very easy for them to verify. If those of you who didn't hear, yesterday for the first time in years, and I've been making deposits for years in ATMs with no issues, checks, and it's generally worked pretty good. But yesterday's totally fucked up, and it freaked me out. You put 2,000 in, and all of a sudden it's logging.
That was
off, and
cash.
it's like cash.
Fucking all hundreds, 2100s, all no, 19100s.
Windows 7 media platform. I'm like, oh my god, they're running Windows 7 in these things. I'm dead. I'm gone. Yeah, you think more money to come off the Rancho? I'm not sure. But I'm really glad I went old school because a couple things happen when you're old school. And I think another trick to being a winner when you're gambling is the longer you can sustain and be there, the more likely you are that something good is big.
As long as it keeps giving you something to play on, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, now when you're on a quarter machine, you're betting $1.25, 5 coins. But if you're on something like Buffalo Gold, you're $4 or $5 per bet. And if you put $20 in, I'm usually pretty lucky about that stuff. But if you put, your day is literally
you hit the buttons 4 or 5 times,
that's
you're
it.
done.
Your day is
nothing.
Now, when you're on video poker, the payoffs are less, but your ability to sustain and hang in there for the 4 of a kinds to come are much better. So
I got to leave right
yeah,
now.
what did it try?
Yeah, right.
What are you doing?
He's
No,
flying
I
out on
had
his
a
jet.
job.
You leaving on a jet plane?
Yeah, exactly.
He
I'll
won't
be
be
there in
back
20
again.
You
minutes.
don't know when you'll be back again?
Oh my
All
God.
right.
I just told him I was out of town.
So, how you doing, Janet? So, hey, how you doing, Donnie? So, I am going to put that money towards my travel fund coming up. Things continue to look pretty bleak in that regard for travel right now. So, I don't mind being in the Nevada, California bubble, but kind of journeying outside of the area is a little
Those are like
problematic.
sister states anymore.
Yeah, and I don't mind California and Nevada are really like one super state out here, but there's no way I'm going to hit the road until the shit stops hitting the fan around here. So not quite sure when that's going to be. Hey, Cindy, but we'll have a lot of stuff to do on the Rancho, and we'll have a lot of projects. We'll get some more into some other. We'll get Rancho Kitchen Stadium fired up. We'll get Janet and the boss in there. We'll get Janet to do it for the first time to do. She cooks a mean ass fried chicken. We'll get her in Kitchen Stadium over there. Someone is doing a tooth bag. I'm not sure what that means. Tooth bag? What is that? I don't know.
Did you hear about
Tooth
Coates?
bag.
Did you hear about Coates?
What he did?
He uses 10 tubes of toothpaste per month. 2 big things of mouthwash and goes through toothbrushes like you go through sandpaper. That can't be good for his enamel.
Well, I'm just saying, also with toothpaste, it's dangerous
It's
to
an abrasive.
consume too much. I mean, the chemicals and things within toothpaste are not something that you want to ingest a lot of. And if you're using 10 tubes, wow.
That's a lot of money.
On my way back from a long trip, I'm 71 miles. We're glad you're here. No rain for at least 10 days. So what I'm going to do is get back to the Rancho for a week, and then get the boss and Janet to come up for an overnight, or we'll get Bobby over there and we'll have a few laughs and stuff, and we'll see what big mouth Janet Fields can do in Kitchen Stadium over there. So she's famous for shooting her mouth off in there. So we'll get something in her hand. I'm coming home on Sunday. Yeah, Coach uses toothpaste. You yank off. Well, you yank off. I don't know. I use Total.
Ace Crest.
Yeah. Yeah, we went to Ping Pang Pong. You'll see a review coming up on that tomorrow, which is interesting. It's not. I've done over 200 restaurant reviews, and probably 50 on the road. And sometimes you hit a restaurant where the doesn't happen too often, but but the appetizers are better than the main events, and that was the case
Today,
tonight.
for sure.
So, but it was a well-run operation. It ran like a smooth,
Great
oiled-
customer service.
Great
They didn't
customer
overthink
service.
the spring roll.
Or the
Yeah.
shrimp balls.
Yeah. These smoke signals next. Yeah, that's it. So the Discord is open if you're over there. Thank you to Oda May, to Marie. I've got a deep cover administrator in there too that's very experienced in running that. So that seems to be running pretty smooth right now. So if you've not signed up for the Discord, it's like a 24-hour message board. It's associated with this channel. You can hang out. I've been posting throughout the day on that as I want and putting up pictures and things like that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting Janet in Kitchen Stadium too. I'll be her sous chef to help out. Hey Vince, how are you?
How you doing?
I will be her sous chef to help her out in the Kitchen Stadium. So. How you doing, Rabbit? What's going on?
How you doing?
Got Monkeyboy. Mr. Z, you're awful quiet tonight.
I'm typing.
He's funny. He's on the side chat.
Oh, I forgot who I was typing to.
Pinger,
Thanks.
panger. Discord's only easy to dox in terms of if you put your own information out there, that's all. Okay, so, I mean, that's the reality. What's up, Carl? Good to see you in the great city of Toledo, Ohio. Does the boss do any cooking? What did I say? He does barbecue. He'll do, I don't know if he cooks per se. I mean, he'll help out with the like prime ribs and turkeys and things. He's more the master carver. And I remember it, Christmas Day, Janet was kind enough
The lights behind us are mood lights.
yeah, Janet was kind enough to make a turkey for me, a whole turkey dinner again. And I remember I was doing the video of the boss cutting up the turkey, and I took about 4 or 5 clips, and it got progressively greasier
Oh God.
as the boss, till his hands were all glistening with grease. I had to cut out those sections.
You know what that sounds like? It sounds like elbows, forehead.
Yeah, I had to dispense with those. I thought people would be sick to see all this. His hands up to the goo on that. Yeah. He has his new knives finally. That's cool. Yeah. Well, they also gave me a beautiful professional knife sharpener for Christmas too, which was great. And they finally got their Christmas gift yesterday, which was good because I sent them a whole case of Omaha steak, just one of those across the board packages. And the first one arrived. It wasn't warm, but it wasn't really. It had sat around for 10 days.
Yeah.
But Omaha Steak stepped up and they sent the replacement carton to them, so I'm glad that arrived. You ever see the movie Sin City? Monkeyboy's like that character in the movie who kicks everyone's ass. Exactly. Well, there's a few people on his ass kicking list, I can tell you that. And I remember when all of a sudden one day when Monkeyboy's down with Chris in L.A., and that was very kind of you. You took him around, you spent time with him and all that. And I get this call from Chris. He's like, oh, Cousin Rosie, you wouldn't believe it. Man, I wish I had my camera rolling. Monkeyboy almost grabbed this guy over the counter and pulled him over the front of the counter because the guy was giving him a lot of lip. What was it, Jack in the Box or Carl's?
He was Jack in the Box.
And what did the guy, he was just...
The guy was probably like 4'11", and Chris went up there first and he ordered whatever, and every time Chris said something, the guy had something to say. I go up there, the guy was being a dick, just something to say. So we let it go, we walked away. Chris and I were saying like, this kid doesn't want to be here. That's just flat out. So then Chris ordered a big drink, I ordered a medium drink. I thought it was ours. 10 minutes later, I walk up, go to pick him up, they say, those are diet. I go, okay, thank you. Then the kid brings a big tall orange thing, slams it on the counter and says, patience is a virtue. I lost it. It just,
You can see
I lost
Chris's eyes. Whoa, this is an Army Ranger, man.
I
You don't
lit
wanna
this
mess-
guy up, and then I got a hold of his manager and lit her up.
Good Lord.
Oh my God, it was
Oh
funny.
my God.
It
Oh
was
my
funny.
God. Yeah, Mr. Z does think this is funny.
I'm thinking lots of shit's funny right now.
I mean,
we're 2 shots and half a beer in, so we're good. Fuck
Chris
yeah.
was almost breathless telling me this story. Hey guys, we got almost 200 people, and thumbs up are appreciated if you're coming in and enjoying your chat. Why wait till later? Give a thumbs up this evening. I've got the A team in here, Mr. Z and Monkeyboy. Two very hard working gentlemen. So it's
That's
good
true.
to have.
Mr. Z does think he's funny,
Yep.
but only to
Does think
himself.
he's funny.
Oh,
Yeah, he does
I think
think
the
it's funny.
situation is awesome.
But I wish I'd been down there I would have had my camera rolling and
It would have
seen-
went viral, I swear.
I
to you.
know it would have gone viral.
I even
see.
had the audience, the people behind me on my side.
It would have gone viral with the Jack and the Jack.
I yelled at the guy, said, "If you're my son, I'd beat your ass all the way home."
You can't call me. My stuff is all turned off, Alan Gold. So go suck an egg, huh?
Rosie ain't begging for nothing tonight. I'll tell you
No,
what.
I've got some sense of decency in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Rosie's a
Yeah.
sugar mama tonight.
There's a time and a place for that stuff, and that's not the time and place right now. So, somebody said, "Did you win?" Yes, I won again today. I won. Now there were drawdowns that happened between them, so it's a little hard for me to configure the day. 4 threes to start the day, which was 800 quarters, $200. Then came 4 aces, which is another 800 coins, $200. Then came, I think it was 4 fives, which was 250 coins, and then the last 4 sevens was 200. So that was 5. That was another 125. So 2, 4, 525. I make it somewhere around 400 and some
Not
dollars
a
a
bad
day.
haul for a day.
Not bad for 3 hours pounding away at the video poker. So I told Mr. Z I wanted to. I did pound the same machine today. Yep, I did pound the same one even when I went to the restroom. You can request that the slot host or hostess lock up that machine if you're going to step away or get something to eat. They will literally turn that machine off, and nobody else can use that while you're gone. People don't know that, so.
Wow.
Oh, you can do it.
Yep.
It pisses them off and they're annoyed, but they'll do it for
Well,
you.
it's called, I just say, will you lock up my machine? I want to get something to drink.
Let me get a Florman for you. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, because you're pounding away for 2 hours, you get thirsty, and.
But yeah, if you're throwing coins in, they'll do that for you.
Yep, so they'll do that for you. They'll lock it up. No, my fingers aren't sore. No, not really. Not my fingers aren't sore. But I'm so glad I went old school. Well, yeah, reserving a machine. Sometimes they'll do that if you're a really good person. But if you're playing and you're just a regular Joe or Jane gone in there to play, and you want to take a break for a little bit, they're not going to care about locking up your machine for a little bit. Okay, if you're just going to go to the bathroom, they'll just stand there by your machine until you.
Yeah, they'll do a standby. You can get
Because,
security to do that too. Standby.
You know, there are people that you have silver hunters that go around and look in trades.
Oh yeah, they'll look for
Yeah.
credits.
Credits.
They'll actually 86 you if you're doing that. If you're checking
Yeah.
credits.
Yeah, so you got to
Yeah.
keep an eye on your stuff. You got to keep your stuff locked down because they're not going to. It's not the slot attendants or the eye in the sky. They'll be lucky if they see it, but it's not their job to protect your shit when it's down.
Hey, I have a message for Chris. Chris, we got new bracelets, bro.
But they're still green, so you can still use yours.
Yeah. So, Chris, when you take yours off, I'm taking mine off.
All right.
Okay, there we go.
That's all. Well, that's what we're gonna
Because
do.
we're cousins. Okay, so we're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that on. Yeah, casino would be smart if they put a slot machine in the bathroom stalls. Ooh, I don't want to touch a machine after somebody else is, well,
Yeah.
you guys know what I'm saying, right? I don't think ooh. You get a little blowback from the.
But some people like Mr. Z likes wearing those rubber gloves.
I
This
don't
ain't a
think
rip
I
list,
wanna
bro.
do
This
that.
ain't a rip
Yeah.
list.
Yeah, I don't think I want that in the
Limp wrist.
in the bathroom. Value treasure 'em because there's not a lot of the old school machines that are still running. And God bless the El Cortez is committed to just having that coin in and bill in, and when you hit the cash out, bump, 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 and the quarters are dropping, and you're carrying 2 big cups up to the cashier, wondering if you're going to trip up the steps.
Yeah.
Coins go everywhere.
Well, the coins used to have the distract and grab.
Good evening, Tricia. How are you? I thought it was $60 is a nice win.
It is.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
When you have video poker,
Unless if you spent 100 getting it, then it's not so nice.
when you have video poker, you're going to have drawdowns, and then you have spikes where something good happens, and hopefully you keep ascending as the day goes on. Now sometimes the cards appear to run cold, and sometimes they'll run in a hot streak. So, how much is a cup of quarters?
About half a pound of 50s.
I would say that a cup, because I would say a cup of quarters is $200. Okay, because they're cups about this big, and you have to scoop that out, and then you get all that black tarnish on your on your fingers, so you're
Coins.
running to the bathroom to sanitize. How you doing, Craig? So I can't remember if I've ever asked you if you've been to the arcade pinball. No, I have not been there, Rabbit. My father had Lady Luck on the side with pull tabs. All right.
Joey says hi to you, bro.
Yeah,
Hey
how you
Joey,
doing?
how are you?
Thought it was only slots of fun. No, El Cortez has the old school coin in too. What was disappointing, which actually worked to my favor, Mr. Z, because when I first came in, we were looking for the $3 real double diamond and all this, and he didn't really have it. So
They only had $2 machines that we
yeah,
saw,
and it was
right?
stuffed in the
They were lame,
corner.
yeah, they were
They
lame.
were really lame,
Yeah.
you know.
Not even worth it.
Really, Clarion had coin. It's pretty fun. Lots of weird old arcade. Oh, that's cool. One cool arcade place I went to that I don't even know if it's open was on South Virginia Avenue when I was Choochin in the cold 17 degrees that night. Oh my God. And they had a bar that had probably 50 of the old 1950s and 60s pinball machines in it,
wow.
which was pretty cool. And people were playing them. I thought that was a pretty cool gig. Let's see. That stimulus, and you got something. Yeah, I'm really happy. Let's see. I got the stimulus is gone blues. Yeah, above the machines is great. You show it. Yeah, thank you, Vivian. For those of you who came late, our intention was to go out walking up to Las Vegas's Chinatown, but when we stepped outside,
It was cold.
nobody wanted. These guys are too much of gentlemen to say anything, but we felt that in our bones when we walked outside.
Well, let's say I agreed very easily,
Yeah.
right?
And I was just like, nah, I'm not going to do these. Nah.
Okay, let's go get drunk.
Nah, Rosie doesn't do that. Rosie don't do that stuff, and there's just too much burr.
Yeah, Tammy, that is a lot colder than what we got,
Really
but we
good
still
at
pussed
pinball.
out.
We're in a 30-degree cold, bone chilling. I hear you.
that's-
Yeah,
that's
I'm
horrible.
not into that. I don't know. The older I get, the less tolerance I have it. Yeah, there might be another $14,100 stimulus coming. That'd be all right. Yeah.
Wow.
That'd be all right. Can't help to ask though why they're cool. Can't help to ask though. I wish I could convince you to play $20 on the Devil Machine. Yeah, I can do that, Patricia.
That's your favorite machine.
Good
My
to see you
favorite-
guys too.
It's my favorite machine, but I wanted to go old school, Patricia, because quite frankly, it gets a little tiresome to come down in the morning, put $20 in the machine, as I did when I got here on Wednesday, and it was gone. That was it for the day, the $20. Now you're done. I mean, it's literally less than a minute, and you're done for the day. And I thought, I don't like to sit around my room. I need to have a game that's going to be longer play that I can hang around a bit. I decided to go old school.
Yeah, those 20s go by quickly.
I mean, when you're loading up 400, 500, 300, 325 at a clip, it goes fast.
Yeah.
I'm the polar opposite of a Trump fan. I'm a little conflicted with the complete censoring on social media. It seems wrong to censor the President of the United States. I don't really know what to tell you in that regard. I don't know. December and December and January have been. I wouldn't say January's off to a rock and rolling start. I mean, December was a horrible month for a lot of people. So nobody likes to see the Capitol overrun, and I'm not blaming Trump for that, but I'm just saying that the visuals are pretty shitty on that whole thing. So.
Can't not blame him on. I'm sorry.
So it appears the knives have come out a little bit, and you know, it is what it is. It's politics, right? It's politics. Does your bed have no magic fingers? I don't even. I think they did away with
those.
Magic
Used to
fingers.
be the biggest rip off.
They now,
They even did work. That's not fun.
Guaranteed you to give you.
I'm half drunk now. I'm gonna throw up. Oh God.
I mean, guaranteed to give you a shitty night's sleep, right? With the fingers stuck in position. Oh. You know, really, I was thinking to test your theory of no luck at night and try the devil machine. You already paid, Patricia. You donated $100 the other night on it.
Damn.
This one's on me, but I'm not going to go down. I'm not going to go down this evening down there, but maybe tomorrow evening for that. Friday night is pretty damn crowded, so I don't. You know, security's a little more on edge about cameras and that kind of stuff.
They follow John all over the place.
Now, if you win a jackpot, you could hear the lady yesterday, the Asian lady. Oh, go ahead, video. Well, you know, they don't care anymore. They finally have come to the conclusion that it's good publicity for the casino to put winners out on the. You know, that was a long time coming. And they were more than happy. Yeah, you video what you want, and I had the camera propped up on a chair right in the middle where the guy's standing there. What was the guy? Who's the guy that brings around the W2G and all that stuff? I guess he's
Floorman?
Yeah, I guess he's a floorman.
They usually have a floorman, a supervisor,
I
and
think it was
security.
probably the supervisor.
The three signatures, the payout, the witness, and the supervisor.
Yeah, and that W2G shows the time you won, the machine that you were on, who the slot attendant was to check the machine, which is pretty cool. I mean, they've got that thing nailed right down to the second that thing goes. So, see, me and my buddy broke into a Magic Fingers machine in our Lake Tahoe in the '80s and stole all the quarters, then gambled them all away. All right, well, I'll pass that along to Harris, to Harvey's Tahoe, okay? I've recorded my play for years, but I don't walk around filming. Well, you notice I don't really walk around filming within the casino either. Only just to show you guys, well, I just won 4 sevens, 4 fives, 4 aces, 4 threes, things like that. So if you're wondering about today, it is on the channel. You can see that. The things that I want, broken magic fingers. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want those creepy things, you know, because let's talk about malfunctions. You're sleeping at night and those things are stuck up your arse, right? You're trying to sleep. Make sure you place that slip with your tax record. You'll need, yeah, I have that. We can only put dollar coins in pubs in Australia. Well, you can't gamble in pubs here. I mean, you can in Vegas, but not most of the rest of the
in Vegas, you can gamble at 7-Eleven.
Yeah, 7-Eleven, airport.
Early in the morning, 5 in the morning, you walk in, people right there.
Yeah, bing, 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 bing. They're easy to lose and difficult to retrieve.
At the pumps, literally like for hours.
Well,
dude, come on, man.
Patricia,
Yeah,
I kind of locked mine up right there. I got my W2. G1721 212.49 212 in the afternoon and 49 seconds. Type of wager, slot, transaction number, slot number, which machine it was, who the cashier was, window that cashed it out. So it's good. First, you know, they take your driver's license and then a second ID. So it's all official. That way they don't have to send it to you later. It's your responsibility on it. So that's the way that goes. So, all right, because I kept wondering, why am I going to get a W2G? It was $1,000.
Yeah.
And it's like, finally, hey, idiot, you won on a 50-cent machine. Like, really?
I don't know. Is it a bonus?
Wow.
I don't get this.
Can you still go to bars in Vegas?
Yes.
Some
couple, not very many's
I
open
don't know.
anymore.
I don't know. It's really touch and go. You know, I had to call today to get a reservation at Ping Pang Pong. And I'm glad I did because you couldn't just walk up.
Right.
You need to have a reservation to
Go anywhere.
Go anywhere. But I'm kind of used to that now because dining is at 25% capacity here. So don't ask me how they make money. When you cashed out, did they try to convince you to keep playing? No, but they did put a player card in my hand. They did that. I'm still working on mine.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You done with that one, or you?
No, I'm done.
Okay.
No, I mean if I had won like 25,000 or something, they would have invested in me in a little bit to keep me around, keep me playing, so they had the chance to recover that. Royal Flush isn't going to really move the needle too much.
You know, back in the day, you'd get a comp to the freaking coffee shop or something like that.
Yeah.
On top of that, here's
That'd
a
be
comp to the
pretty
coffee
cool.
shop. Yeah, I mean that's how Las Vegas used to be.
Yeah.
That's how more generous it used to
Yeah,
be.
well, we could talk a lot about that.
Oh, yeah,
I
we
got a
know.
lot of thoughts
We know,
on that.
yeah.
I got a tremendous amount of
Yeah.
thoughts on the corporatization of Las Vegas. It took the good old boy out of it, right? Used to be able to play the craps table, $5 craps table, play 15, 20 minutes, and hey, man, do you think I can get a buffet? Hey, here you go. Just write it at the pit boss, Simon. Here you go. You don't get that. I'm not sure. Mr. Z always comes fully loaded with that. If you used your card from the start, you'd have comps. Yeah. Well, you know, I'm a small-time player, Cheryl. It never seemed, you know, I'm playing $20 a day. Here's my card. I didn't think, you know, here's your 2 cents.
But your win
come
ratio is
today.
out the roof, though.
Yeah,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? It's like
$100 a day.
I'd have to play till 2029 to earn a buffet down there. You know, it's just not here in PA. You can't have a non-alcoholic. You can't have non-alcoholic or non-alcoholic. Because casinos like that if you're juiced. Is your room paid for by the casino? No, it's not, Tammy. I've never had a room paid for by a casino.
You don't win that much.
I'm just a small time, I'm a piker. I'm a small time player.
You're a small fish.
A very small fish. I'm so far under the radar screen. That's why I never bother with the player card, because I sit down. I'm either done in 5 minutes or 1 minute. That's it. So that's it. You got the chocolate munchies, huh?
Reese's peanut butter cup.
I don't disagree with it, but tampering that is to be taken into consideration. Yeah, I'm a VIP, all right. We cannot have alcoholic or Nora. Okay. Well, if I'm playing poker, I don't drink. Okay, because you really need. Not every hand is so readily eased. You know, there's a certain methodology to playing proper double bonus poker. And when you start drinking, you get sloppy. You don't hold what you thought you held and everything else. So the only thing I got was a cup of coffee today, this morning. And they always have great coffee on the floor of casinos and things. So that was, otherwise, I'm not a big orderer of drinks on casino floors, but again, why don't I have a player's card? Because when you're gambling is 42 seconds to 5 minutes, you're not going to earn anything in the way of comps or anything like that. So when you're doing that, but I'm really glad I've gone old school because I've paid off big this trip, and that's really the 4th Royal Flush I've won in my life. Every one of them has been in Las Vegas, and every one of them has been at the one of them was the Imperial Palace.
Mm-hmm.
Those days they used to pay you $1,200. They used to pay you $1,200 for a Royal. Now they've reduced that to $1,000, and the other 3 have been here at the. Well, one was at the Hilton on a nickel machine, and the other two 1/4 and 1/50 cent machine here at the El Cortez. The reason I like the El Cortez is they're verified like 23% looser than slots on the strip. So because the place is paid for. I think it is, Rabbit. There's a smart way to do it. Get your free offers. Yeah, by the end of your stay, it's 100. It's 100, and that will add up to your stay for in your time. Come to Vegas. Yeah. I don't spend a lot of money. I'm a real low roller, and I love being a low roller. You know how You know how interesting it is to stay at low roller places. What's going to happen at the Bellagio? Maybe somebody trips over the room service card in the hallway, right? Here you got people banging each other at 4 a.m. in the morning, practically knocking your walls in here.
Gunshots in the background.
I came out for work this morning. I swear to God, at the corner, some guy's drinking his Hennessy, his old girl's drinking, smoking on a joint on the corner. I'm like, wow, must be nice.
You walk out the hallway, there's sketchy guys standing, whoa, and you're debating whether to turn around and go back to the elevator for a while. I mean, that's life on the edge, man. That just gets me right where I live. I'm not cut out for Bellagio. That's more Cheryl S. That's kind of her thing. I've found a lot of money but never gambled. Okay, well, that's cool. But I like the low end experience in life is much more, what would you say, Monkeyboy, much more colorful experience?
Oh, much more colorful. All sorts of interesting people.
I walk out the door, there's police down there, a guy's got his hands on the hood. You're not going to see that. On the edge, I want to go to divorce my ex and he went to Vegas. Isn't it always this way? Many people have asked me, should I come to Vegas? Not now.
Not a good time.
Not a good time.
There's not much to see.
Like I said,
Everything's
it's a degraded experience. It's not worth your money at this point.
It's not worth your money.
Although we need money, it's just not worth as a consumer, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
You had to fly here for $20 and
Risking COVID, Jesus Christ.
shit
don't do
show.
that.
Yeah, and it's just not, I would say, you got to remember, I forgot to make a reservation for dinner. Now what are we going to do? Okay, you go to McDonald's. Or,
Right, Jack in the Box.
So there goes your experience. Oh man, I forgot I had to make a reservation. Oh, they don't have anything till 10 p.m. at night or whatever. I guess I'll chew my hand off while I'm waiting. A lot of bars are closed up down here, okay, and a lot of restaurants are closed up down here too. So your restaurant selection is not as bad as in May. Remember, we struggled to get something to eat.
We're doing all right now. There's a lot of. As long as
Yeah.
you get your reservation, they got it organized. You're good.
Yeah, I mean, no, but not to go back and look at my May vlogs when I came down at we were down here at the very bottom. You were here too. We were walking, and I did the whole 4-part series of the Las Vegas pandemic shutdown. We struggled to get something to eat down here.
Yeah.
We struggled to find a place that. We went to Nacho Daddy or something, and they're freaking out, and everybody's on edge. I don't know if it's open or not. The only thing I've gone to Ellis Island is to get when they used to have the $4.99 off menu steak with potato and a side for $4.99. That reminded me, if you go to Tommy's Burgers, mention a 2-for-1 cheeseburger and you'll get that. Okay.
Tommy's pretty good burgers in LA.
Yeah, everything's shut
Ralph
down.
Lauren.
How you doing, Mike G? Yeah, the wedding chapel was closed. Probably open just for daytime, maybe.
Yeah,
at 5
I'm sure they're doing some
p.m.
business, but yeah, just
Yeah, it's not like
Cut down
it's
schedule.
not like the old day. A year or two ago, we could roll up there having an Elvis wedding, and yeah, we don't mind if you
every
film
15
it.
minutes, yeah.
Yeah, I mean those were the glory days. The pink Cadillac.
Vegas has
couple
really
there.
changed.
Well, it's
Yeah.
People are running scared right now. They're nervous. I mean, there's a lot of low enders that come down
That's
here,
right.
like me.
It's
People
a big
losing
LA
their jobs.
crowd.
Big
low
LA
end
crowd. Big LA. This is fueled on
Not
LA.
the profile, but yeah, there's a big low end LA crowd.
Low end.
Yeah.
LA is what's keeping this place afloat right now.
Like you said, the
know?
people we encounter in the hallways, right?
Yeah, we're in level one. I mean, that's it. It's LA, and it's a very rough cut crowd. and that works against Vegas is, once it's hard to elevate. It takes a long period of time to get room rates back up again, and their risk now is that hell breaks loose on the streets and people get knifed or shot, and hotel rooms are busted up, and just drugs and gang shit comes.
We got wire in our windows. We're safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wire windows. How about that, guy? It's like, how long have you been going to Vegas? I first came to Vegas in 1964 or 1965. My uncle was a big-time national printing salesman, and he was such an outstanding salesman that his company would he would do national printing jobs like Pepsi Cola's things, and Safeway stores, all their printing and all that stuff. And he would come out. They would give him a trip to Vegas, and he would stay at Wilbur Clark's Desert Inn down there.
Is this yours or mine?
Yours. I got mine.
Okay.
And I remember my uncle was actually one of the people that got to go out. They used to take people out to the nuclear test site. You could go out there and watch
Yeah.
nuclear explosion.
They had parties in the 50s?
Yeah.
In the city, yeah.
Well, he
Yeah.
was one that they would drive him out one time, and he went and one time they dragged me along. That's when I had my encounter with Howard Hughes being wheeled through the. I don't know if he was wheeled through at that time or walking through with this whole contingency, and the security guards were real dicks. I remember this. They just started pushing people out of the way on the floor of the casino to get from the hotel to the entrance. And I remember people just being pushed aside.
They didn't care about your feelings back then.
Shit.
There weren't little frivolous lawsuits back then. Get the
my
F out,
life,
you don't like it. Yeah.
I've never seen people just
elbow a kid.
Just move.
Get the hell out.
Because
Boom.
people have been drinking this,
Yeah.
And I remember as this guy walked by, and I don't know, he had like a little I don't know where he rode, or I can't even remember. And I just remember saying real loud, like something like, "What a dick! Who is this dick?" You could have heard a pin drop.
You heard that record screech.
Howard Hughes stops cold. All right, doesn't look my way, but the message is there. I heard what was said, and then his whole contingent just moved on. Desert Inn, he bought that because the guy told him, "You got to check out. You've been here too long."
They didn't want to.
And he said he picked up the phone, and within an hour he bought the hotel, and he told the manager,
You're
"Now
fired.
you got to get the hell out of here." Hey Susie, I always told him, but I was a bad kid, so my folks were glad to ship me off with my uncle for a little trip. So. Hi, Rosa, Mr. Z. How you doing, freak? I fell in my strong mom and baby. What do you want? I want freedom. I guess I was kind of shocked. I'd never seen anybody just, and I remember it was so vividly. Of course, I remember the '64 World's Fair too vividly. But I remember failing some guys just coming up like a V and just kind of just pushing people. Not even an excuse me and all that. Hey, detailer, love your shirt. All right, Mr. Z, pop in for a bit here. Say hi. Stretch my legs for a minute.
So nice.
Grab another beer.
Yes, ma'am. Go for it.
I'm going to.
Okay, she don't care.
I'm going to try some of this quote moonshine. Now I make real moonshine, so this.
It's more like Fireball after my experience.
So I'm going to be trying this. Yeah, I was at the '64 World's Fair. That's when I was threatened with being left at It's a Small World if I ran away from my family, and I'd have to work for my upkeep as a little puppet in the ride. That's what my father told me. These kids sitting up here, they're all ones that left their parent. They ran away at the and now they got to work
kiddie
for
jail.
their keep. It's a world of laughter, a world of fun. Do, 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 do. I won't run again. Do, do, do. All right, pop in there, Mr. Z. You have the seat.
How's everyone doing?
All right. So, I'm drinking a beer. He's not drinking nothing.
I've already had a few.
He's had 2 shots. I've had 2 shots. I'm debating a third.
I'll do a third if you do a third.
All right.
That's what you
Thanks,
know.
D.
Yeah, that's exactly what his boyfriend says. Why am I called Monkeyboy? Because I have monkey tendencies. Ask that guy at Jack in the Box. You know, yeah, I was a little surprised too that he bailed on me when we were going to the tire shop. But, you know, that's what happens when you're raised on the short bus, right?
Permanent resident. All right, this is gonna be it. I can't do any more tonight. I gotta lift a boat.
Do you hear
tomorrow.
of the drunken monkey martial art? Of course. Thank you, sir. Yeah, you know, it was a friendly. That's who shot Pat Tilden. Hey, Chef, how you doing, buddy?
All right, we'll do this one in honor of Insane Chef.
Yes, sir. Here you go.
Quality bourbon, bro. 4 roses. Pour vous.
Oh, mercy. Wow. Holy crap.
Ugh.
My breath could kill bugs right now.
That's a good thing.
Oh my God.
That's a good thing. We use the bathroom.
Sure.
Ugh.
It's a small world after all.
Water chasers, yeah, I need something.
Shots of this awesome stuff. Woo!
So, Mr. Z, you've been a long-time resident of.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm doing,
Vegas.
Kimma. How are you doing?
40 years.
Doing great.
Roughly.
Doing really well, thank you.
What do you think is the biggest obstacle to getting back to, the glory days of?
Whose
March
hair,
of
my hair or Mr. Z's
2020?
hair?
What do you think?
Well,
What do you think the biggest?
quite
challenge-
honestly, to be cliche, is confidence
It's like a
in the
jam
safety
down
of the guests and not contracting COVID while you're here. Once that's been established, then we can start bringing people in and make more money and start getting the higher end rollers.
Would you agree the high rollers are still
Yeah.
clear of
Once
Vegas,
they,
right?
they're not
You
going to
know,
come
to
until
be
they feel
honest,
safe.
I
Who
don't
would?
remember how Mr. Z and I met. How did we meet?
For me, I think.
You came on our
Yeah.
stream and you threatened that you were going to take everything
Oh
over.
yeah, we were. I was.
And we were scared.
No. I only did that with when she was.
Yeah, no.
What's that
No,
other
but you
guy's
met up
name?
on the stream. On the stream, you stream sniped us basically.
No,
Remember?
I did. No.
No?
No.
What did you do?
Wait. Were
You tell me.
Were you with D?
I don't know. I was with Rosie.
But
I
see,
think.
the first time I met Rosie was when I was with. I met her when she was with D.
You're drunk, Camel. Go home.
But I don't. Somebody asked how we met, and I don't know.
It was. I think because I was
never
with Rosie, and you were like, "Yeah, I want to meet you guys."
No.
Well, let Rosie tell the story. She's
Yeah,
the least
there's
drunk
no
of
way.
us all.
Yeah.
She hasn't done any shots yet.
Yeah, D-Dub, you know that guy who owes him money?
Oh.
Oh, I didn't say anything. I didn't say that.
Hey, Robert. Woo!
I stream sniped Rosie when she was one time. That's how I met Rosie. Mr. Z, I just think we all just met and did Choochin.
Yeah, the next time I came down, you said, "Hey, let me meet Mr."
No, was it at the Green Door we met? I think it was the Green Door.
Oh my goodness, the green door.
Because you were like the guy that came in with the bracelet. You're like, "Yeah, I was in here earlier." And then we're like, "Who's this dude? Is that you?"
Fuck, I do. That was a long time ago. I don't
A
know.
long time ago, wasn't it?
Damn.
Lord,
Oh,
Lord Almighty, Lord Almighty. To me, I think the biggest challenge is going to be the national economy here. I think
Yeah,
it's gonna-
yeah.
I think it's going to require an unemployment rate below 5% to. Right now, we're like at 7.5% right now, so I think that's going to be the key because people are a little fearful of losing jobs and stuff like that.
Caesars, I think, is firing 400 people on.
Well,
Monday.
MGM laid off 150 across their properties, middle managers, and so that type of thing. I got to switch seats with you. I can't read this damn thing from over there.
See?
Thank you.
So I gotta wear my glasses.
Old eyes. Old eyes. I think that's going to be the key here. Is the economy getting back on track? I think that's going to be the most significant feature. Is Handsome Robert in here?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, there he is. There he is. How you doing, Robert? Oh, thank you, Robert. Yeah, it was a great. It's been a great 2-day stretch.
Dude,
It must have been hard for MGM to do that. Well, it was easy and it was kind of easy in March. It was easy for Wynn to step up and say, and for Las Vegas Sands to say, we're going to cover you for 60 days or something like that. Everybody's going to be paid during the shutdown. But then we've dragged on now effectively 10 and a half months, and these corporations cannot sustain this this type of payout. What's the economy? Yeah, we need the economy. I'm ready for convention. Yeah, conventions. We forgot about.
I lost all those
Yeah.
conventions. There's supposed to be a convention
That
right now.
that's actually a very chef. You're right. With Las Vegas, that is a
Huge.
big economic,
Just like the rodeo. Just like
huge
the rodeo.
economic
Yeah,
cut of
you
the
guys
pie.
remember when I would be down here in December? Fremont Street would be so full of cowboys and hats, and
Yep.
remember Marshall would be complaining about, oh, you know, I don't like it when these
All these real men around me. I can't
Yeah.
prove that I'm a real man with these real men.
It would be bitching and moaning about how many cowboys were around, and I actually thought they were pretty cute walking around town. Yeah, that's how you make a living. There you go, Chef. Yeah, SEMA, the
Yeah, Cheryl.
Seamus.
Yes.
Huge.
CES, the Consumer Electronics
Rodeo,
Show.
NFR, all that crap.
High money, yeah.
Yeah.
The conventions, the Grand Poobah, yeah.
Grand Poobah.
But remember, these rich folks can go to the exclusive islands. They can go to, getaways and all kinds of. They don't have to.
Porn
come
show,
here.
yeah, the porn show thingy. That was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, the adult AVN show.
Not that I'd ever, heard of it, but I'm sure you know what you're talking about.
Come then because of Well, I enjoyed the Cowboys being in town. In my work, I don't travel at all anymore. Yeah, I hear you, Sean. But if you're rich, number two things, you want to be secure. And the thing that really shocked me was on the floor of the Encore, which is Wynn's other signature building. They had an all-out melee at the check-in in the lobby.
Yeah.
They had a huge fight that you guys saw on YouTube and stuff like that. That shook up some of the high rollers. Okay, man, I don't think we're going to be going down there. As long as the low riders of LA are there, we're going to take a pass on.
Well, you remember when we went down the
Vegas.
strip? All those freaking cops, every
Oh,
20
yeah.
feet, 2 to 3 cops, 20 feet.
Yep.
Just the
Lights
police
lit up.
cars.
Yep.
I have never seen so many cops. Not even on New Year's Eve, seen so many cops on the
Yeah, I
strip.
think National Kitchen and Bath Show we missed this year. Yeah, so a lot of big time conventions. This was the place to come. Hey, Caroline, I only have a minute. Well, thank you, sweetie. I appreciate that. No big winnings today, but a slow chunking away at
A
just
cumulative
steadily,
huge winning.
yeah, cumulative winnings today. Nothing on the order of anything enormous, but a lot of fun. We're at the El Cortez, yeah. Which by far is my favorite property.
Cell Block F.
Yeah, Cell Block F. I've been demoted to the place with the wire and the glass here, so.
That's where you can't escape.
Will Rosie ever live an honest life? Woo, I don't know. Will you ever move out of your mom's basement now? I guess that's a much more important question. I'm just asking for a friend, I mean,
See,
what the hell?
You're getting sharper now.
I know I'm getting sharp.
Yeah,
When it
you
comes
are.
to Alan Gold, it's like, man, are you ever going to get out of your mom's basement? I mean, good Lord, man. Shit.
It's not that damp in there.
can imagine they just throw a raw steak down the, down the stairway to a raw steak to him down there. Thank you, Kimia. Did you check out the video sent in Discord? Yes, I did. Thank you, Jay Love. That was really cool. So these rooms are better for smoke. You can just go outside the door for cigarette. Yeah, they are. They're. It's.
I'm gonna take a.
You know,
Oh,
there's.
I'm
I
good
can't.
on this right now.
What is it I like about the Cortez? It's the age
Nostalgia.
of it, the nostalgia. of
I
it,
think
yeah.
Location is awesome. We mentioned that
history-
earlier.
the history of
Location.
it.
The history that it was started, Bugsy Siegel and Mob Money out of Cleveland and all that.
The
and
lights, sparkly.
Myron Lansky, and it's the last casino that really connects to the
Heritage.
original Vegas, because it, you know, coming just before World War I and at the end of the Depression, it took a lot of guts to build a gambling hall and everything down here at that time. So, Alco is my favorite. Well, the Alco is my favorite too. It's got the coolest neon sign in Vegas. It's got arguably, I mean, everybody knows me in the casino here now. They're very friendly. Because I didn't have my player card, the woman brought me 2 cards. They put one in your wallet and just use one to play, so you'll always have one. I mean, it's that kind of spirit down here. I don't get that feeling up at the. I wouldn't get that at the MGM. Maybe if I'm Cheryl West at Caesars or Cosmopolitan or Aria, I might get that treatment. But I like old school. The Rat Pack, yeah, the Sahara and the Sahara and the Aladdin was really the Rat Pack up in
Sahara, Aladdin, Sands.
Yeah.
You know, you can imagine all those in the line. DI, Desert
I've
Inn,
got you under my skin.
Caesars, Imperial
I
Palace.
do.
Well, I'm naming all the good ones. The old
You're
ones.
a
Yeah.
part of me. I've got you under my skin. I would sacrifice anything come what may for the sake of holding you dear. Do. No school like the old school. If the carpets could talk, well, look, I'm glad the heater works this time. Okay, I couldn't get a free comp night here because the heater works. Monkeyboy, are you from Las Vegas?
No, I'm from Los Angeles.
A native Los Angeles there, so Los Angeles. And LA has their own
Yeah.
challenges.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. Oh, huge.
7 million people in the basin,
That's right.
and you know, I hate to say it's the most overwhelmed city with homeless, and
It's
I'm
insanely
not
overwhelmed.
crazy about the mayor. What LA needs is a group of, you know, 10,
Yes, I served in the service.
10 business leaders to
I was in the
develop
Boy
a
Scouts for
business.
6 years.
He served shit on a shingle to the troops in the chow hall.
Exactly. Yeah.
Position of pride. that
I
nobody
can't think
threw
of
up.
any shows that are going on right now.
I
because
honestly
you-
can't think of any. There's some small ones, I'm sure,
Small
but nothing
ones like
spectacular.
coffee house
Yeah.
stuff, but social distancing does not allow to be even remotely make a profit on any of the, or even break even on some of these shows. If you have to fill every third seat or something like that to achieve
It's-
6
You're not
feet,
getting capacity. That's no money. You're making
you're
money
just
on
you're
capacity.
losing your ass.
Yeah.
Let me tell you,
I
some
live
of
in
these,
Vegas. and I work
some
in
of
LA.
these stars command primo
A
dollars.
full house is the only way these
Yeah.
shows make money. A full house.
And also that they
Yeah.
can serve drinks and stick you with a $12 or $15 beer at the show and stuff. So, has anyone resident platform performers? I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, no, I don't see any resident performers too. I mean,
No, Mr. Z's from a trailer park.
yeah. If Carrot Top's not
Classy trailer park.
if
though.
Carrot Top's not performing, nobody's performing in Vegas, right? All right, this guy would perform at the old ladies nursing home if he could get an audience. So, good market for sex robots. I
You
don't
tried
know
to get a
who-
couple on market. Tell them about that.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I was telling the guys tonight. Can you imagine what the?
We almost had a Rosie doll.
Yeah. Could you anatomically correct? Could you imagine?
Easy blow up.
Yeah. Could you imagine? Just think about how the birth rate is probably going to plummet in this country over the last year.
You know, last week when I had my friend over,
Yep.
I swear to God, there was a guy at a gas station with with a blow up doll in there. I swear to Christ. I said, oh, he's taking his wife out to breakfast.
She's got a slim appetite.
It was like this woman like this,
Yeah,
the whole
she-
mouth thing and
She
everything
doesn't
going
eat.
on.
She doesn't eat much.
Didn't move a bit. Didn't move a bit.
Never freaks out on the freeway, you know. You can flip that car and she'd still
all in her
still
place.
be good to go, man. No problem at all. She'd still be all blown up with big eyes.
Always
all
that happy
you know?
face.
Always those accommodating lips. So while you're waiting for the EMT to get the jaws of life to get you always have your blow up doll to keep you happy while you're
At the end of that 4
while
hour.
You know what they say about
both.
bodacious tatas.
while you're waiting for the jaws of love, while you're hanging by a thread. Please don't put this in the newspapers. You know, you're just seeing the action.
Oh, we're not gonna talk about her sister in the back.
Yeah,
Two little blow up things.
yeah, firefighters had to rescue the blow up doll through the sunroof. You see that? See that blow up doll coming down? And you get the license plate. Oh man, is that Frank in there?
That's what's keeping the car afloat.
Shit. Man, hit me up in Burbank. Oh, you never show up, Alan Gold. Get lost. God, you don't even want to know what people do with those dolls.
Oh my
okay?
God.
God. I went downtown to buy me some wine. Well, I drank it down under a table. Watch me now. Yeah. Funny. Well, some people, CHP used to report, like in the Bay Area up there, people would try to evade being seen in the diamond lanes. They would have a
Sure.
blow-up doll sitting
Right,
in
sure.
the
Yeah.
Yeah.
seat next to
Mannequin.
it.
Same thing in
Kids.
LA. And you see those cops, highway patrol, just cruise through those
Yeah, you'd
lanes.
be like, honey, do you want a cup of coffee this morning?
Oh
No,
my
I'm good. Feed me, Seymour.
Feed me.
Yeah.
Imagine the breath of a blow up doll after a while.
No, I don't want to
Jeez,
imagine.
right?
Thank you. You can,
Yeah,
you
it's,
can
yeah,
continue
yeah.
that.
Blow up lot lizards. Safety first in the truck stops, you know.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
why risk COVID? Here you go. Oh man, help me out with my question.
What was that?
your question, honey?
I'm half drunk already, so
What's the time there? 9 something?
10:03.
10:03. Time flies. Ranger, explain your service.
My
Is that it?
service.
Yeah, explain your service, please.
Explain yourself.
Cheryl, I think you do a much better job on that. Just go to Google and
Oh,
Google
nice, Robbie.
Airborne Ranger.
Well, explain your pathway to. You don't just. I want to be a ranger, right? You know, like Marshall doesn't show. I want to be a ranger, right? I mean, you
Oh,
got
he
to.
could, yeah.
I mean, you enlist.
Well, he was a truck driver, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
CDL.
see how that worked
CDL.
out.
What I did is I went to my recruiter and I volunteered to be 11 Bravo 1 Victor. And that's my MOS. Job description means Airborne Ranger. So I went through a basic training at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. They used to call that Fort Lost in the Woods. And then from there I went to Fort Benning for advanced infantry training. Now I stayed at Fort Benning for basic airborne school.
Well, how much time are we talking about at each step here? From the time you enlist, you go through basic training.
think
45
basic-
minutes to half an hour, something like that.
Well, you're pretty quick.
Yeah, that's. But we hire the best, so we don't need much training.
You're speaking from the chair force.
We already know what we're
Like
doing.
Mr. Z said, the Air Force is smart. They send their officers out to fight. And
Exactly.
they're enlisted men
We date
behind.
their wives while they're
Yeah.
gone deployed.
So from the time you enlist,
I think it's
what's
like
the-
3 months. 3 months of
Okay, so
basic
you
training.
finish your basic training, then they ask
Then
you
you-
what would you like to do?
No,
or they,
no, it's already in your job
Okay.
description.
Okay.
So you just either go wherever you're supposed to do for like wherever, you know. I went to Fort Benning, stayed there, and then after
In Georgia?
in Georgia. Then
Where-
after
when did you ever get in your head that you would actually like to jump out of planes with things that other people packed on your back that may or may not open on the way down, much less 300 plus jumps? I mean, what was in your head?
I think the discipline, the camaraderie that I was there.
The
at that point.
eliteness of it, you know?
That never came to my head.
Okay.
Never. Because at that point, no one even knew what a ranger was.
Okay.
There was no internet, so no one knew. So I wasn't even sure what I was getting into until I.
Well, I had a roommate in college that wanted to be an Army Ranger. That's what he taught. He went through the
You wanted to live a life of
ROTC
danger?
program.
Yeah, ROTC, you're never gonna make the ranger battalion.
No.
No.
No
What is that,
That's-
too candy ass or what?
Oh, it's just.
Fluff or
Oh,
what?
it's just. Come on.
You
It's not
gotta,
gonna
you
work.
gotta be from the streets.
No, I think you just. It's mind over matter. You don't mind, they don't matter.
I
just
don't know,
one day at a
Jay
time.
Love, if you ever get used to jumping out of a plane, but you always gotta worry when that Frankie didn't have a bad day back in.
Ooh.
Well, the motto is you train like you fight, and you, do the best you can.
Yeah.
Well, we always had real life scenarios where Mr. Z had mock-up plastic things to play with, but you're
Like
talking
I was
about.
back at the barracks by 5 o'clock. What were you doing, bro?
I was ass deep in a swamp somewhere.
Thank you.
Lost.
I was at the strip club by 6:30.
Oh, yeah, we were done. We
Yeah,
were so
you want to
far away.
skydive, there's no way you could pay me. I won't even go up in a helicopter,
I wouldn't do a civilian skydive. I would do military, but not
No.
civilian.
These guys, oh, hey, we got a problem. What do
No.
we do now? Pray.
No,
Okay.
God, that's terrible. No.
Do you have a lot of bounce in you when you hit the ground?
Maybe 2 good bounces and you're pretty much done with.
Oh man, there's just no way, right, Zoe? There's just no way on God's green earth I'm going at it. The green light comes on. Go,
Oh, yeah.
go, go.
I was a jump master, so I got to
And then
have
you're
direct contact with the pilot.
Yeah.
I,
And
Command
then,
and commands.
when I was in
Then
the Air
you're,
Force, I worked with a flight
Then your
engineer.
chief lies to you, tells you it's all was sponge cake down there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the battalion commander.
Yeah.
So in the Ranger Battalion, you have 500 men. Then you have what's called a battalion commander. And he runs the whole show. Oh, you're gonna run practice in the desert for this operation. It's like on the sponge cake. You're gonna land, poof, easy. Meanwhile,
when
you're
you're coming down.
you're
from
coming
the-
down. You see these little black dots zipping past your head. And you're going, what the fuck? 18-foot cactus. Imagine face planting into a cactus, sliding down like the coyote guy,
Coming
right?
diagonally about what, like 100,
Oh,
150, or
man.
about 50, 45 miles an hour?
Well, you're in a
Before you-
parachute. In a parachute, you're descending 24 feet a second.
Yeah.
So you're able to manipulate the risers to where you're able to hold in the wind and just touch down. But when you're distracted by these,
When there's a
big
cactus
black
sticking
things-
up your ass, it's kind of distracting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
done
Yeah.
for the night, eh, Holden? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not worth a damn at nighttime for gambling. So pretty funny though those stories. So,
Mm-mm-mm.
but my hat's off to both of these guys for service. I thank them for their service to the country. And Monkeyboy, neither one of them ever came out and ever talked about their service. I pried and got into their lives and found out what they what they did. You'll find most people that are authentic service members don't wear that shit on their sleeve. You know what I'm saying? But they can put other people. Remember that guy that was a friend of yours went into his
PTSD.
PTSD at your.
Yeah, so I had a buddy of mine come into my house I've known for over 30 years. His name is Frank Dukes. Very famous guy for martial art. And he kept telling people that he was in the Navy, he was the last guy left in Vietnam, fought his way out with bayonets. Lying, stolen valor. He always told me that he was a part of the CIA. They recruited him when he was in high school. One day he came to my house, and I set him up. And I had my honorable discharge. And I got an award or two, so his wife was reading this stuff and go, "Oh, Frankie, did you see this?" Frankie looks at it and puts his head down and goes, and I'm like, "Bro, what's going on?" He's like, "I'm going through some post-traumatic stress disorder." I jumped up and screaming, "That's not how it works!" Kicked him out of my house. With his
Never
wife.
saw him again.
Never saw him again.
And you know Don Shipley and all that.
I know John Shipley. We talked about Frankie, and
Yeah.
Don told me that Frankie probably lied so much he freaking believes it himself now. So
Yeah. Well,
It
Alan
is what
Gold,
it
you
is.
love your mom's basement, so I guess that makes it even down there.
doesn't it get damp down there? Don't you feel like
I
Quasimodo?
don't know. They never check on them, you know. Who knows, right? Once a year they throw a blanket down for empty
You know
out
they
his,
check his mouth.
empty out his shit bucket down there once a year down there. Alan Gold down in the Troll Central in mom's basement. Can you imagine him sitting with his computer hunched over?
Like Quasimodo.
"Oh, who am I going to troll tonight, Ma? Right? I don't know, Alan. As long as you're down there, let me lock you in for the night.
South
now."
Park World of Warcraft episode,
Yep.
if you
There
know
you
that
go.
one. There we
Yeah.
go.
Funny.
Yeah, I offered several times to meet him in L.A., but no.
Joey.
It was,
Joey gets
yeah,
it.
Joey D with the United States Air Force. He was racking bombs, so didn't listen to Alan. Listened to D. Yeah, we don't listen to Alan.
Believe me, Trisha.
can't think of
there ain't
anybody
nothing
or-
I'm worried about right now.
I can't think of anybody that listens to Alan, to tell you the truth.
I have
I had a next door
no
neighbor
issues.
that lied about being in Vietnam. See, there was this weird transition period before your guys' time. In the 70s, post-Vietnam, where people ran from that, they didn't even want to let people know that they were military
Yeah.
because the blowback was bad. And then somewhere in the when Ronald Reagan came in, the whole situation changed so that in 1985, pride in the military was up, and then it probably peaked like in the last year or two there. And everybody thought that's the glory train to social currency. You know, if you could come on and say you were a Navy SEAL or you were an Army Ranger or this or rather the other, we get it. You're cool. Thank you, C. Robbins. Where I live, stolen valor is a huge thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Even Dave the fisherman said he was a Marine. Was never in the freaking service.
Never.
Dave, stolen valor, you suck, dude.
Well, there you go.
Provide
You know.
214.
Fucking
Provide
suck, yeah.
class photo. Provide
Tough guy. You don't run up to
entrance
anybody who
exam. Provide
challenges
something.
you, but you run up to elbow because you know he's the biggest
Well,
coward
I don't
on
want to go
YouTube.
down that path because I'm not a stolen valor researcher or stuff like that. But what I still do say on the
Fuck
other
that.
side of the coin is people that have and do establish the cred for that, then I have a lot of respect for those people. Never served except for drinks and food. Yeah, there we go. You gotta like that. So,
That's awesome,
yeah.
Detailer. That's awesome.
At least he served
Seriously,
something,
checkpoint
yes.
Charlie, bro. That's historic.
My uncle was in the Japanese conscience when they found, and then they were waiting. We were not even allowed to bring up war. He had night terrors. I can
Oh
imagine.
yeah, holy crap.
Yeah, cooked and fed my Vietnam. My neighbor Joe Lewis. I was in it last. Good. When Reagan came in, the world did military change. We had money again. Yeah, Carl, it was a different. I noticed that change. I noticed that it was profound because in the 70s, I thought, wow, we still had the end of the draft. I wasn't required to. It just ended like a year or two before my time. But nobody really wanted. We were all forced to take the ASVAB, the Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery in high school and all that kind of stuff. But nobody was licking their chops to go into the military at that time. Hey, Vicky, how are you?
Hey Vicky, how are you?
Yep, so that was pretty cool. And it totally changed. We took the duty train from, what is it, Bremerhaven down to Berlin.
Bremerhaven, yeah.
Quite an experience. Husband had to be
Were
in
you
full
touring
dress.
D or were you enlisted?
Now, Rose says, I'm 5A. Most military personnel know that code. 5A, I don't know what the hell that is. I never heard of 5A. You ever heard of 5A?
What's that?
5A.
Rose Staten says, I'm 5A. Most military personnel know that code. 5A?
5A. Reference to.
I've got 2 military people here.
Reference to.
And Joey D. out
Career
there.
field. Reference to.
I was
station.
11 Bravo 1 Victor.
My MOS was 19 Echo. AFSC was 45445. Either way.
I was,
Air Force all the
I
way.
was strictly USO. You know? One that comes in,
Entertainment.
on the helicopter at the
Shows the little tatas that bounces
Goodnight,
off.
yeah, it comes out until
I'm always
until the
encouraged to be
firefight
educated,
begins.
though.
Right,
Because the
right, right.
Vietnamese can't get a good seat to
Right.
see the show, you know.
5A. I mean, I'm willing to learn. What's 5A?
I'm like, okay,
Respectfully, what is that? Yeah.
5A
I don't
is
know
a-
what 5. Never heard of it. He did Patricia's on Facebook. I don't know. 5A is a mystery
Woo,
to me.
Andrew. Woo. Dave F. Yeah, that was a truck driver, right, Dave? I think you said
Hey,
that
Andrew
before.
Scott, how are you?
Hey, Andrew.
5A drill competitions? I have no idea.
I have no idea.
You guys weren't about
We're
ceremony.
we're in another atmosphere doing other shit.
My husband was staff
MP. There
sergeant.
you go.
I-
Okay,
you
cool,
go.
cool.
I worked as secretary for the executive officer under the commander, 64th MP detachment. Nice. Good for you. Well, you served in your way. That's a good
Yeah.
thing.
Woo,
Thank
Dave
you.
F. Woo.
These guys will tell you, even pushing paperwork properly is
Doesn't
important.
we all need it.
You know, we
Good
clown
morning,
about
Mike.
admin, but we do need to fill those requisitions. we need that travel voucher filled out.
You're right.
Got finished here and home time in an hour. Awesome, Andrew. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, sweetie. I guess the Mr. Z was military from his look and how he held himself. You think he brought all those
I
MREs?
squeeze
over
my
the-
ass cheeks a lot.
Remember in October we had the MRE tasting and all that.
And you know I have some across. I got some for you
Yeah.
for your road trip, so just let you know.
CBs they were drinking. Yeah.
CB's Navy.
Yeah.
Naval is comparable
The hell
to
was
the
that?
Iron Horse, the Air Force.
TR Prepper was a CB.
CB's, yeah.
TR Prepper
Naval construction.
was a CB.
Combat construction.
What I hate about ranking you by firing PATCO with the beginning of the end of many of our units dipped into Social Security Trust Fund. I had intuition in Monkeyboy. Well, you can
Monkeyboy
look at
served
his-
us dinner, and it was really nice. So
Yeah.
besides that, though, you know,
Yeah.
Remember the
He's
movie
struggling.
Remember the movie Goodfellas with Spider bringing the drinks to that's Monkeyboy.
That was me.
Bring it. Hey, dance, Spider, dance.
Shot
Boo,
my
boo,
foot.
Boo, boo, boo. Yeah, shot your foot.
cried
Hell, you
all the
killed
way
him,
home.
man. You had to kill him. Yeah, we had to kill him, right? Hey, Spider, shut the fuck up, right? Man.
geez, this autocorrect is horrible.
New viewer from Mississippi. Well, welcome aboard, Michelle. Best sender Sound of Money. Many companies doing their cadence in the wee hours of the morning.
Oh,
It is
Yes.
pretty cool.
Yep.
I love doing cadence.
Husband was during
Yeah,
basic.
Dave,
accounting.
they really got ridiculous on Amazon for the pricing on those. Yeah.
Those MREs were expensive on
MRE
Amazon.
Mountain, MREmountain.com. Check them out if you're
Yeah,
curious.
thumbs up or appreciate. We just broached 100, guys. Thank you.
Woo!
It's always good to hang out with the lads here, and make sure you're on live chat. Check, please. I got a movie was stationed at Fort Bragg. Now you said after a while you just had it. It lost its attractiveness to you at a certain. What was the? You didn't want to re-up at a certain point in there.
I
correct?
just thought that I wanted to give myself an opportunity in civilian life. And to me, there was a lot of godism in the battalion.
But I'm sure they offered you a cool mug for re-enlisting and like a $20 re-enlistment
And a
bonus, right?
t-shirt, and a
And a
t-shirt.
t-shirt. Army Strong.
And I got $20 more for
And it
hazardous
was
duty.
only triple extra large available though.
Right.
But the end result was your hip was damaged.
Right,
by,
Olivia?
Hip, lower back.
hip, lower back, and all that stuff.
But that doesn't affect you till later. And even
Yeah.
when you go through BUDS training, SEAL school, chronic back issues, knee issues, hip issues. I mean, it's all from jumping. It's all from tearing your body up.
Yeah.
So, but we got all that addressed.
all for the glorious sum of X dollars a month to
Yeah.
physically throw
There was
yourself
no glory.
into
Yeah.
the breach.
No.
But the fun not that it was fun, but just
The camaraderie.
yeah.
I mean, you get so enthralled with what you're doing and involved. I mean, your buddies are your lifeblood. It's just that's it, your family. I
Yeah.
think a lot of people stay because of the camaraderie.
Well, I've seen your pictures of you and a handsome young Monkeyboy. You were the guy that actually toted the
M60
M60 around.
machine gun, right,
Yep.
on my shoulders.
They just looked at you and said, "Here you go, man."
Well, I was started out with as being an ammo bearer.
Yeah.
And then I was an assistant gunner, and then I got to machine gunner, and then I got to be team leader.
Now we got down to Hoover Dam, and I looked up at that huge bypass road on Hoover, and I said, "Could you imagine having to go down a rope off the side of this thing?" And you're like, "That would be what Rangers would exactly do. They
SEAL
would
team,
tie
Ranger
on
team
SEAL
would do that.
team. That's exactly what they do. They would do a fast, what would you
Fast
call it?
rope?
Fast
Fast
rope
rope all
down
the
the
way
side.
down.
I'm like, my God, you guys got rocks in your head to come over there and do that kind of stuff. It's insane.
A lot of intense training.
Not
to
really,
do that.
Dave.
A lot of
Watching
skill.
your moonshine video. Well, thank you, Mike G. Never screw with that, man. Yeah. What's the ammo situation? The ammo situation
Totally
is
sucks
bleak
ass.
here. I did get a tip. Rostat, I don't know, just speak English, Rostat, just 10S or something. I don't know what he's probably trying to test you or something. 10S. I was 46 190 munitions with a 309 shred out. There you go. Speaking of mountain, Leslie West just died, Western Mountain Road, Mississippi Queen.
Wow.
Now, Rabbit says, is it the harness that affects your hips or the impact when you hit the ground?
Oh, it's all about the impact, babe.
Because on movies, it makes it look like it's...
Oh, it jerks you. No kidding. It jerks you. But what's even funnier?
Yeah, there you go, J Love.
Like I weighed right around 200 pounds when I was in the service. And what was funny, there's somebody like lighter that weighs 150. He'll jump before me. I'll be coming down and he'll be going up because he'll hit warm air.
Right.
It'll just pull him right up. So it's kind of funny to see your buddy zip past you. Like you're zipping
Isn't there a
past him.
danger of tangling in another chute, though?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Wow.
It's a death
Is that
wish.
why they time it out a little bit? So-
Absolutely right.
Wow, he's still looking excellent. He's in great shape. He's in excellent shape. I guess once you've done it, and well, you were also Mr. California,
Yeah, I was
and a
a-
personal trainer,
yeah, for
and you have your
1,000
own
years.
studio
Right,
and all
yeah.
that. Everybody from porn stars to being John
To
Stamos.
trans.
Yeah, John Stamos's bodyguard. Yeah,
I was.
yeah. So you can look it up. We never did question. I stood right there and looked at all the yellowed photographs and all the jungle.
And I believe that Rosie said that if anybody could find out that if myself or Mr. Z had stolen valor, that she would give them $1,000 cash.
Oh,
Well, I've got
yes.
documentation. Rosie's seen it. I mean, not that anybody questions it, but
Yeah,
just
I got
for
it.
the record. Yeah, correct.
$1,000. Mr. Z, pop over here, please.
Oh, I want to go ahead. I need
Come
some fresh
on.
air. I need some fresh
Get
air.
over
I need
here.
a break. Mama
You
told
don't
me
need
there'd be
to.
days like this. Oh, fuck, man. Hold on. Well, you got to move out so I can get
I'm
in.
moving.
Why don't you move over? Slide to the right.
They want to talk to you.
No, they don't. They don't care.
I'm monopolizing the whole convo there.
Oh, man. It's getting warm. It's not as good when it's warm, right?
He gets heat flashes this time of night.
Menopause sucks.
If you want to see hunks, do you see that? Out of
Yeah,
respect
right.
for your service.
Oh, warm beer sucks, eh?
You're a locksmith now? I am a locksmith now. How long ago were you in? Oh, about 1,000 years ago. It was a long time. Warm beer
I'm
sucks.
feeling threatened by Alan tonight.
He likes the warm beer taste. It reminds him of other things.
You, sir, are mistaken. That is not correct.
For minutes, mental pause. Yes.
A mental pause. I'll
There
agree
you
with
go.
that.
That's true. I could do that.
Pretzels. Oh my god.
Alan. Alan's like a tick. You just gotta pick him off once in a while, but he keeps crawling up your legs. Oh no, I actually work for myself. I actually work for myself. I can't work for anybody else. Of course you can. You can talk to me. He's not reading anyways.
Charla. Et tu, Brute?
Look at both of you. Yeah, we have bellies. Especially Mr. Z has that special security belly. In-house security belly. He's only like 3 months pregnant, showing.
More pushing for the cushion, baby.
There you go.
Gives you something to roll over.
Quick, Mr. Z, run out when Rosie comes back in. From a military perspective, how do you sum up this last week?
Observe and report.
Uh,
Maintain the distance. Stand off at this point.
All I would do is stand back and reassess the situation and proceed
Await
forward.
for further orders.
No, no orders, just proceed forward.
Yeah.
Just avoid all contact.
Yes, Canadian chick.
Patricia,
We're gonna continue.
probably not. I'll probably just give it to her over the phone or talking to her. I jump on a plane in Lake Paris with my buddies, drinking respect. Yeah, good for you, Sean. That's
Yeah.
good.
We forgot about the Popo ride along. You know, I was going to register to ride along with the
See?
metro here. Totally slipped my mind.
Let's do a speed reading contest and see if I can keep up the speeding. To read.
What's that?
Continue. At ease. I'll be in the area.
Carry
Yeah,
on.
As you
carry
were.
on.
Carry
I'm going to
on.
get myself another beer here.
Don't you have to touch that, Rosie? Okay, here we go. My kid's father had a little beef and they put me around. That's funny.
Yeah, working on plan. I've kind of put that.
Monkeyboy looks like Michael Douglas a bit. I don't think so, but thank you.
Yeah, you got a point there. I concur.
From War of the Roses. You know?
Oh, I have that poster. I have a reverse poster in my house
I
of War
like
of the
that
Roses.
movie. I like that when he's up on the counter whizzing into the soup pot. He's got his top hat on
That's awesome.
and all that. I love that falling down. Yeah. Last time on the ship was last March. Wow,
Wow,
had fun,
that's a long time
Kaylee.
ago.
Wow. I'd be gone out of my tree.
Oh,
Yeah, he's definitely a military person.
Maybe a little bit. Smidgen.
But there's a lot of facets. There's a lot of facets to both of these guys, though, that make them pretty
Entertaining.
entertaining people. Falling Down is his best movie. Night Andrew, get in gear before Boss Lady shows up.
Oh,
Yes.
that's funny.
I keep pushing that thing away. That's why we're having trouble reading it.
Oh, wow, that's even better.
Yeah.
Time lapse
Why
is
we're
just
having
like
trouble reading the chat. Wow, cute kitty kitty, wow.
Wow.
So how are you doing, Vicky? How's everything in your world? So I've got 2 dinner videos I'm going to be trying to put up tomorrow. It'll be coming. Simple fare we had last night at the local here in the El Cortez, and then the Ping Pang Pong. Yeah, we see you, Vicky.
Hey, Vicky.
How did you all meet? I met Mr. Z 2 years ago now, Mr.
Didn't
Z.
we meet at the green door, right?
You were standing for Mrs. Z,
Yeah, correct.
you know? And the first time I was supposed to meet Mrs. Z, and she couldn't make it that night.
I were the stand-in. I were the
Yeah, you were
surrogate.
standing, which was pretty cool. And we got along good. And yeah, Vegas again, the basement
See?
again,
You're
Alan.
stealing my candy.
Oh man.
You've wasted a good
Awesome.
Reese's candy.
Peanut butter cup down. There we go.
Anyway.
That's it.
I'm gonna get
Sounds
the other
like-
one before you steal that one.
Oh, here we go. Here's the boys. It's me. Takes my phone.
Wow. The fuck you, kitty. Is there shit going on?
These boys got the munchies. Right. Always be prepared. Mr. Z comes with snacks. Let's see.
No,
How you
Mrs.
doing,
Z
Phoenix?
does exist.
Hi, Phoenix. Yeah, you can find Mr. Z perched at 40 stories high on running that big construction
Oh, hell yeah.
crane, huh? Around, dropping, picking up big stuff down there on the ground. Somebody's got to build those big buildings. Does he? I don't know. I can't say he reminds me of anybody in Hollywood. I mean, maybe sometime you'll show. I don't want to say in your prime because you're in your prime when you were competing for. Do you call it bodybuilding or conditioning? What
Bodybuilding.
Bodybuilding, yeah. And what drew you to that, to get into opening your own studio and all that, your own business?
I wanted to do something that a lot of people told me I couldn't do.
Why would they tell you couldn't do that? I mean, with all your training and
Well, people did
physical attributes. I mean, how tall are you?
6'2".
6'2". And yeah. Okay, I wanted to make sure, yeah, I got that, Mr. Z. There we go. Got that. Yeah, I think he could still give you a pretty good, like I say, when Rich Life for Road Trips called me that day from LA, he's like, Rosie, you wouldn't believe, man, I wish I had my camera going when Mr. Z almost pulled his pencil neck geek across the counter at the, was it Jack in the Box or something like that?
Monkeyboy, actually.
Yeah.
Monkey,
Wait.
yeah, Monkeyboy.
Giving Mr. Z a lot of credit for nothing.
Yeah.
I don't need the extra credit, thank you. I've got enough of my
Oh,
own.
man. Yeah, here I am. I'm glorifying that. Yep. So, you don't want to see. You don't want to have this guy. Yeah. And last time I was down here, you remember that guy on the parking lot went crazy with
His girlfriend.
girlfriend, and it got so bad that you're like, I'm going to have to intervene. And
Yeah, because it wouldn't stop.
It wouldn't stop, and that could have ended pretty badly for that guy over there.
Well, what was funny, that guy was far away and I looked kind of small.
Yeah.
He took the long way to get to me. I stood my ground and he had to change her heart.
Is there a monkey girl?
Yes.
I can't tell.
She should be somewhere in YouTube land, but I don't know where she's at.
Where are you in YouTube land, huh? Why are you hiding, Mr. Z? What are you doing over there?
I
He's touching
understand. I was
himself.
sitting too much.
Man, you got
Sitting.
the munchies.
I ain't lazy, bro. I
There you
can't
go.
sit all night long. I gotta be up. I gotta do shit, bro.
We do have a monkey girl. I haven't seen her this evening, though. I think she's got other stuff that's going on.
Probably sleeping in the treehouse.
Just gathering bananas
Oh,
for the
collecting
cream,
bananas.
for the cream pie.
Thank you.
But he's got a few fangirls out here in the chat. Monkeyboy's voice makes me melt. Ooh, Linda
Ooh,
Harper.
baby.
Ooh.
Good evening.
Ooh.
Ah, Rick.
Ooh. Do tell, Linda Harper. Do tell. Do
Say,
tell.
get me some pictures of the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Now put your
Yeah.
fist up. Say that. Come on.
Monkeyboy's dish. Lucky Mrs. Monkey Girl. Yeah. Look at that smile, you know. It's like Rangers lead the way.
All
That's
the
it.
way.
Way. Yes, he is.
Chunky monkey.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing, Angus? Nice to see you.
Hey, Angus, how are you?
But you're a hard-working guy now, so.
Always hard working.
Yeah, yeah, he's. I don't think you get to be in the Mr. California competition or whatever without.
Paying
having-
someone off.
Wow.
He was there. He was there. He saw
I'm
me.
taking my own experience.
Blink,
I'm just
blink,
saying.
Yeah, the chair force weighs in over there, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Always just 2 cents. It's only worth a half a cent.
The thing is fascinating about, and he's the only person I've ever known that's done dual branches of the military. And which one was first? You were Air Force
Active
first.
duty Air Force, Air
And
Force
then
Reserve.
for some reason or another, which still isn't entirely clear to me, that wasn't enough punishment for you.
Well, this is the chronology. Okay, I was Air Force active duty. I got out just before Desert Shield, and when Desert Shield started kicking off, I thought, oh, that sounds cool. So I re-enlisted in the Air Force Reserve, and Desert Storm happened, and then Desert Storm was over by the time I got to basic or to my cross training, and I didn't get no medals for that shit. So then I was stuck in the Air Force Reserve going to San Bernardino every fucking month. And I thought, this sucks ass. And someone said, why don't you transfer into the Army Guard out to Vegas? So I said, that sounds cool. So I ended up driving tanks then at that point.
Yeah, well, who knew that?
Armor, bro.
Yeah, armor.
Putting rounds down range.
And then
all
he
the way.
became a ranger.
Yeah. Then I became a Ranger and a SEAL. And a CIA operative.
There you go.
And deep cover.
Deep cover, deep state cover.
Right. With bayonet wounds.
But
So that's
I don't think the average person
nutshell.
would. I don't think the average person would jump over to another.
Oh, Alan, they're all three honorable discharges.
Yeah.
All honorable, bro.
Imagine that. Not.
Just had to say that, just for specifics.
Yeah. Alan, when are you going to get discharged from your mom's basement?
For the
That's
mental
real question.
institution.
Then he became a junk food junkie. That's it. Who is the Tammy on Mr. Z?
I'm not trying to cram your channel, but it's just she's another channel creator that's hilarious. She just got funny shirts and stuff. I just
Yeah.
like wearing them. They're goofy, so
Yeah.
cool stuff.
In lieu of my merchandise, which has never arrived yet. I
That's
wanna
right. See, I could be wearing a Rosie
you
shirt
could
instead
be.
for president, right?
Choochin with Rosie.
With a cigarette
right?
out your
With
mouth or a cigar?
With the selfie stick, you know. Where does Lady Luck follow you to your house? Yes, Lady Luck did follow me, but what's interesting about this trip is that I would usually, and sorry, Mr. Z, you're now out
Yeah,
of
I'm good.
picture.
I'm good. I'm not a camera whore. We're
Okay,
good.
well, I am.
I got my
He's a whore, period.
not just a
Yeah,
whore.
period.
I'm not a camera whore.
This trip, I wanted to make my casino time be extended a little bit because prior times, eat breakfast, chill out a little bit, read the news, then go down to the casino. Sometimes, Mr. Z, before even breakfast,
Yeah.
I'd be done for the day.
Yeah.
You know?
You will. I've literally
Well,
fucking
who says
seen
that?
Rosie.
I can't believe I have months
Listen,
left
listen
to
to
live.
this story.
I have literally seen Rosie, I swear to God, sit down on a machine, put her fucking $20 in. I look over to the left at the cocktail waitress thinking, that's nice. And she's like, holy shit, look at this. And the thing is bing, 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 bing.
And that's it for
Fucking
the
literally.
day.
$200 right there.
All
And that's
the time
it for
it
the
happens.
day.
All the time.
And I decided this time that I wanted something that the money wouldn't go as fast, but the time would be longer playing. Because the days do have to fill, there's only so much video to edit and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and the days fill up, and actually not like this. Sometimes I'll do a morning, usually I'll do a morning stream. Today I did uploaded content because I was anxious to get in there and get firing away, and this made the bets smaller. Instead of $3.20 to $5 per bet, it lowered them down to like $1.25. So therefore, it was the payoffs are smaller, but the trick is the longer you stay playing, the better the chance you have of something good happening. The question is, do you see a future with him? Did I miss a zoo trip? I got my husband a Tammy X-rated calendar 2021. That's pretty funny. Yes. I got sent the from
I don't know. I'm being retarded. What do you want?
from Goldie
I know
Con.
train signals.
Hey, how you doing, Juju B? Goldie Con sent me the Wonder Hussy 2021 calendar, which was nice. Keno eats up time because there's a lot of waiting between games. Yeah, I would say of all the games, Keno is probably the fastest fading.
Keno is, yeah,
It's
it is. It's
disappearing.
horrible anymore. You
It's
just
too
can't.
slow.
Like
There
we
used to
mentioned,
be
the coffee
waiting-
shop. They used to, coffee shops. They used to have, you know, the screens up. You could hit.
Yeah, Keno is fun. They used to have the people that would, the ladies would walk around Keno, and you would have cards at your table. You would actually fill out and mark for that. So, but
Have
it's
the black
too,
crayon.
it's too slow a game now. Yeah, thank you, C. Robin. It's just not fast paced enough. It's too much overhead for the casino to run Keno at that slower rate.
Yeah, they just don't get a high turnaround. I think for the money versus
That's probably a high percentage take, but it's just, you have to
But
two
you know
people.
too, when you hit a Keno jackpot, you hit big.
Right.
You hit a nice jackpot.
But it's going to be rarer.
Yeah, it is rare.
Randomly hitting 8, 9, 10 numbers is.
People just weren't
exceedingly
playing it.
rare,
They just weren't.
yeah.
They're bored with it. It was a
Yeah,
boring game.
young people need faster stuff.
Yeah, they want instant gratification.
Yeah, they want
Keno
sub
is more of a
games
strategy
and
game.
sub games and all that kind of stuff. So, and I'm down with that. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Patricia says, if you don't love them, see. Hey Bronson, what did Alan Gold pass out in Mom's basement or what down there?
You overdosed on cookies and milk.
He must have hit an empty spot on the padded wall down there. I don't know what. I don't have a real life, but watching you. Oh, you're sweet, Linda. Hey Tracy. What are we doing?
Yeah.
You boys had enough chocolate tonight?
Oh, I'm doing a Kit Kat.
Oh, dude. Wow.
That's chocolate
I ate
on my
all the
lips, not
Reese's
anything
Pieces.
else.
Wow. Yeah, I was good to go on dinner tonight.
Must be from with that MSG.
MSGs are awesome, dude. I have no
So
problem with them. I have
That's it.
no problem.
I've been watching since Christmas.
You
You have good
just sound
choice.
like
Oh well,
MSG.
thank
It's
you,
like-
thank you,
Shit.
Nikki. Hey,
It's a
Darlene,
little
long time
sprinkle.
no see,
You don't need a
sweetie.
lot though. That's the thing. You don't need
How
a
are
lot.
you?
Like just like GHB, just a little bit of
We
more
play
water.
Keno
Yeah.
that goes
There
much
you go,
faster
right?
smoking. Well, we do have. There are Keno machines like Cleopatra Keno and.
They're there, but
Caveman
they're
Keno.
waning, like you said. They're just
Yeah.
they're on the way out. Yeah, it's very rare.
Like I used to love the original Wheel of Fortune, which was a panel game that you would sit there and it would have the car and the boat and the wheels of fortune, but there's like you rarely find them anymore. Dinner was at the Ping Pang Pong.
There's limited indoor. There's actually indoor, but you make reservations.
No, they have indoor dining, but it's 25% capacity and you
Yeah.
need to have a reservation. Excuse me. You are not allowed to walk up and just say, I want a table for two.
Yeah, you can't just show up.
And I've been through so many variations of Vegas now. March, Vegas is in full boom. March 17th, my next to last day. Everybody's got to check out at their hotel by noon tomorrow. Okay, the town shuts down. I come back in May, and
It was
I
dead.
mean, I did my cinematic features on just.
Ghost town.
I figured this is the only time in my life I'm going to see this town totally shut down, and I had the whole cinematic thing. I come back in July, and we are friggin' roasting down here.
Oh my God.
Remember that? Oh my
No,
God.
no, I swear to
You're
God.
gonna sit on it. You're gonna
I
sit
would
on his
freak
lap?
out.
Wow.
What's a friendly lap?
I come back in July. It is absolutely roasting. By this time, the pool is actually open. I'm staying at the Oasis, but now at this time there was a short period when the bars were open and the restaurants were fully open again. Then I come back.
Take it away.
Then I come back in September, and now we're starting to get. We're waiting to see if the situation is going to change on fully opening all seating. I come down in October, and that's when stuff starts to hit the fan again down here. And the governor's talking about we're going to watch the situation, and then in December he limits dining to 25% of capacity. I don't really see people sitting at bars. I'm
Is this
sorry.
Newsom you're talking about?
Yeah, Sizzalak, yeah, and all that.
It's just like,
Yeah.
Nevada, right.
So I've seen a lot of variations in what you can and are not allowed to do. Like in California, no indoor, no outdoor
How you doing,
dining.
Ron?
Everything is carry out or Uber Eats or blah, blah, blah. Here, it's weird for me to see people eating inside of a restaurant. Like LA, no outdoor dining. I mean, you're out in the open air.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure it out. You're killing restaurants down there, you know? You're lucky to have, yes I am. This is my protective squad here, pulling it all night. Just go back to Biloxi, get my first ride. The name of it, go home tonight, Donnie.
Nice.
Take a night off, man. Let's see, everything's wide open. California's looking bad, be safe. Yeah, I'm okay. I think we're
I
all
know.
in good shape.
We're gonna be safe in Cali,
Yep.
except Mr. Z.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm unpredictable. That's what's unpredictable about me.
He's actually chained to the Vegas area.
But, I've been through so many changes down here in Vegas that it now becomes a blur. It's confusing to even
Nice, Linda.
remember. Because remember, the lifeblood of this town is tourism, gambling, entertainment, and when that's shut down, the only thing you have now is cheap hotel rooms. So I looked up Tammy. Oh, you looked up Tammy, huh?
I'm trying to
that's
bomb
funny.
your stream with that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Remember, Donnie, there's more to life than work, my friend. There's more to life than work. You better smell some roses in your life, Donnie. All right? It's my best advice to you. Prison cells. Is Vegas getting better, or is it still kind of a ghost town?
It's still a ghost town.
Ghost
That's totally. We walked up Las Vegas Boulevard last night. We saw maybe total 2.5 hour walk, maybe 20 people.
Yeah.
Relatively back and forth.
Number one, why would you be here? Number two, the PR has not been great on Las Vegas lately with the basically becoming South Central LA coming over to Vegas now.
No tourism.
There are no high-enders. You don't see anybody as glamorous here. You used to be able to see that on the Strip all the time. You would walk into the Wynn and it would be high fashion, Yves Saint Laurent and everything else. But I tell you, rich people don't want to come down here when safety's risked, not just by COVID, but by walking around the streets and being in the hotels. And number two, they have a lot of options of where they can go. They can go to Macau and gamble and places like that, and they don't have any problems with the pandemic over there and stuff like that. Can you tell me who is in your chat if they don't post word? I don't know what that means. Can you tell who is in your chat? No, you can't tell, Patricia. We have a lot of people that they're called lurkers here. Hey, Ron. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, Donnie. Hey, no worries, man. You do you. I don't tell people what to do. I'm just saying, just make sure you're smelling the roses once in a while. Late nights, being home and doing 3 a.m. on my time hangouts and stuff like that. So
Not good sleep.
Not
no?
good.
You're just working yourself to death.
It's not good for health, man. It's not good for health. Oh, thank you, Ron. Thank you, Monkeyboy Handsome. I don't know why you don't want him as a boyfriend.
Because Rosie ain't no pincushion.
He's got girlfriends coming out the wazoo. That's why. And Rosie ain't no pincushion, right? So I like the girls just like he does. So
I'm a lesbian,
Monkey
sorry,
Boy,
bro.
the only real people you can hang out with.
Monkeyboy's a lesbian trapped in a man's body.
He did pass away. Johnny Boston did pass away by $9 million to get the hell away from the general public. I don't know what you could. $9 million for a bus seems a little excessive for me.
It's like $900 for a phone.
I don't even think roadie buses are that expensive ever. Hey, Chiming, how are you? Yeah, I'm a pinner. I'm not a pin cushion, so that's the difference. So.
Mr. Z's a pin cushion in a special sort of way.
With teeth.
He bites
With
back.
teeth. Just remember that.
It's like a Sharpay.
Oh
Snip,
shit!
The
snip.
teeth will sever items. Let's just remember that.
Little milk bones.
But I'll tell you, you walk the street with these two guys, you haven't a fear in the world when you're out there. So, my phone was $900. That's what I paid for my
That's
Galaxy S10. So, thank you chiming in. I'm waiting to get started smelling. Bro, when you get to blood. Okay, that's good, Donnie. We're going to eat some ribs down there, my friend. She's like me. I like to tell Rosie things. And she was reaching out to Rosie, I think. Patricia's, I've kind of lost that thread there. No, Donnie, I worry about you because you work very late into the night. You have a lot of exposure to people in very close contact in there, and tell you the truth, you're very lucky in Mississippi that things are wide open. Don't take that for granted, man, because it's like California's a basket.
Everything's closed.
California's a basket
Salons are
case
closed,
right now.
haircut places, gyms, everything.
Yeah, it's a basket case.
You can only
right
do
now.
drive-through or takeout. That's it.
Yeah, it's a basket case from
It's a
in
shit show.
California now. It's a total shit show.
Gas is going up.
I mean, they're starting to triage people that they're not going to
In
try to
parking
resuscitate people with heart attacks and stuff. They're not going to. They're just on to the next call.
They're just they're labeling everybody with COVID.
She was blocked out by her. I have no idea what you're talking about. She was choked out by her man. Patricia,
Yeah,
I'm not
that's-
even sure what that thread is all about, honey. To tell you the truth,
Yeah, someone's complaining about their boyfriend.
I don't talk.
Your
I don't.
boyfriend?
Not mine.
It's good to keep your private life private. Hey, Vanessa, how you doing, sweetheart?
Domestic.
That was in the past. Well, it's open here, but our numbers are high, so we don't chance it. Well, it's good. Like I say, back in March, I'm pretty sure I was one of the early cases. Almost asymptomatic. A little bit of
Super spreader.
a little bit
February.
of fuzzy gut and everything, but
I was sick as a dog.
no issues.
Sick as a dog in February.
But I did
last
wear
year.
a mask everywhere outside, so. And they do say statistically, if two people are wearing a mask, there's a 91% reduction in the chance of getting COVID-19. If one person wears a mask, 60% reduction in the chance. No mask, well, you figure the odds, okay? When I was here in March, no mask, because it just happened. I was here in May, there was nobody around. I came back in July, people laughed at wearing a mask. Okay, they thought it was not, you weren't being you didn't have
You're
a
a
ball.
freak.
You're like
believe in
giving
that
into the
conspiracy shit.
conspiracy theory. Now we're roasting in July also. I come back in September, 3/4 of the people wear a mask. I come back in December, 95% of the people are wearing a mask. Now I would say it's still like 95 to 98% of the people are wearing a mask right now, which is a good thing.
Not to brag, but yeah, I wore a mask in 120 degrees for 12 hours a day. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can wear a mask walking down the street, bro.
Yeah.
No, we did at 103 degrees.
Now,
we,
how many of us now feel weird if we suddenly, oh, I just forgot my mask?
Yeah.
It's so
A part of us now.
second nature now. You don't even think about going on a casino floor because somebody will walk up to you and literally say, "Put your mask up," or
Well, they wouldn't let you in without a mask.
yeah. I mean, and they will provide you a mask too. All you have to do is say, "I need a mask," and they'll give you one. But now it feels like, I mean, hell, it's almost been a year. I mean, things become. I used to kind of think about these people in Asia when I would
It
be
has been a year.
when I'd be in Hong Kong, and I'm like, why are these people wearing masks because the pollution's bad and stuff? But now I'm so used to a mask that nobody even thinks about it anymore. And in July they were bucking like crazy. Oh, I'm not wearing a mask and bullshit. It's all a conspiracy. It's a hoax and stuff like that. So. Now we're running on the order of 4,000 deaths a day in this country, and that's a hell of a lot of
Population control.
Yeah, well,
It's terrible.
birth rate decline, dating declines, all kinds of significant fallout from that. Do not take anything for granted. Grocery. Well, of course, because there's too much money being pushed into funny money. Canadian Chick says domestic abuse should not be private. I'm not sure what that means, Canadian Chick. There's nothing I can do about it on my channel. Rosie, have they asked for the hospital ship to Cinema Club? I'm not sure what that means, D. Wish I could reach through the computer and give each of you a hug. But thank you, Patricia.
That's nice.
Canadian Chick, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not into people's personal lives, okay?
Someone was posting
It's not
some
what
stuff
I
about
do.
what was allegedly going on with them. and
Yeah,
it
I don't
was
get involved in
controversial.
people's lives. We all know that domestic violence is not a good thing. Let's not tar people with the brush that they approve of it. Anna G says, my dad and brother got their second shots yesterday.
hell no.
Good.
No.
Good.
No evil.
That's it. It's come on out. Members getting choked by our partner. Canadian Chick, let's lighten up on that. You think that somebody approves of that here? Let's get real.
Where are the moderators?
Okay, well, I'm not here to talk about people's personal lives. Good Lord, that's the furthest thing. We all have an unspoken realization that that's not a good thing. But what can we do about it? What purpose do we have here? You know, to act like we approve it, really? That'll be the day.
The hospital ship was supposed to go to
There's not one
Long
per-
Beach.
There's not one person in this chat that would think that domestic abuse is a good thing.
Well, except him towards his boyfriend.
No. I'm dealing with my sister with that. It's a serious issue.
You'd have to have your head examined to think that, and to think that somebody approves that or thinks
No.
that's okay.
It's nothing part of that. It's good.
Not in my chat.
Let's talk about something more cool. How come I can't see a chat? Oh, there you go.
Nobody's writing nothing.
Okay. Not a problem. Plans tomorrow? We're going to go to a ranch. I don't want to disclose the name because it's top secret. But it should be like a ghost town, which is kind of cool. How did you all meet? We found him begging for money. We thought he'd help him out, give him a shower, and turned into a nice guy.
We were at a drag show, drag karaoke, and he was dressed as RuPaul, and I was dressed as Divine, and Rosie actually was moderating, and she chose us both as the winner. It was awesome.
He won the short class, I won the tall class.
Yeah.
Is it? I didn't know that, Joseph. But they really need that in LA. They're putting people in parking lots with tents.
Look, they had that in Reno last month. They had the
That's
parking
cr-
garage
How
next
can
to
you
the...
take care of people in a parking lot?
I mean, what are they supposed to do?
I don't-
You open up field hospitals.
Yeah.
I did a stream from the hospital where I was working one
Gee,
night.
that ranch we're going to go to is
And
going
I
to be a little scary.
opened up the stream showing the outside temporary
How do they keep the
overflow.
heater going and all that?
Yep, they have heaters in there.
Somebody what? I feel
yeah.
horrible getting smacked around. Then
It's
you
not. It's the wrong place to reach out, Canadian Chick. I'm
Yeah.
I'm a YouTube channel holder, hanging with my friend. She can reach out to to a domestic abuse battery line where they're better equipped to deal with that.
This is above
Right.
Rosie's pay grade.
Yeah, this is not a reach
Therapy.
out channel.
Yeah.
There's not one person here that would believe that domestic abuse is a good thing, but this is not the right place to call. You call the
6'2",
domestic abuse hotlines and get professional and immediate help. Not here.
John's 5'2".
I'm 5'9".
Cannot
5'2".
wait until tomorrow. Yeah, we have no information. I don't know who this person is in my chat. Yeah, call
Yeah,
the
call the
authorities.
police,
Call the
right. Why
police.
deal with
They're
it?
the
Get
people that
away.
are properly equipped to deal with that.
I don't know, Jake. You
Not
wear
a
a dress,
YouTube
bro?
chat.
Maybe you could be a,
Military dude loves ladyboys. Really?
I think you wear a dress, bro. Once you come over, we'll check you out.
Yeah, there he is.
See how pretty you are, bro.
We are Hotel Choochin, not for theater. There's nothing that we can do about that.
Tomorrow we'll make up for it.
Except keep her in our prayers and hope that everything turns out.
Call the popo.
The good news is she's reaching out. Yeah, call the authorities.
And get out of the situation.
That's what the popos are about. Nobody should be in that situation.
Damn right.
But we're limited. We don't know who the person is in real life. We know nothing about the person.
It's unconfirmed, unverifiable, unfortunately. And as much as we might want to do something, you just.
I mean, I wouldn't come into a live stream and talk about that. I'd be on
We're
the
in
phone.
Vegas.
I'd be on the phone to my local authorities, calling them up and saying we got a
She
situation.
said he was illegal. Then she needs to call the popo and deal with it.
She said he is
Illegal.
Well, yeah, it's all the same. Legal, illegal. If your life is being threatened,
Yeah.
they're not going to check legality. They're going to come in and do what they need to do. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. You're in the wrong place to share that information when a simple phone call will bring all the help that you need. There's a lot of help out there. There's tons of help out there these days.
Somebody just threw a phone number for
Yeah.
help.
There it is. Call the number.
But I don't think
What is
anything
it?
in the US,
1-800-799
nothing
state.
in the US is going to help her. She needs something to home, right? She's in Canada.
Yeah. No, my heartfelt concern. Yeah, it's not the venue to ask for help here.
Yeah.
People would know to call police or their local authorities to intervene on
You
it.
definitely don't want to
And
call
let
a
me
drunk.
tell you what, police have zero tolerance for that stuff these days.
Well, here in the US. anyways.
Yeah, in the U.S., yeah, but I can't speak about another country. Mr. Z is a cool boy. Monkeyboy is very...
You're stately. That means you look old, bro.
That's okay.
Wow.
That's all right.
Well, stately. Yeah, really?
It's a good thing. It's in a fatherly kind of way.
Yeah. Exactly right.
Probably needs a good spanking.
Yeah, 911 would be your first call on that. So I'm not a, I can't advise if the person's illegal or not legal. But the first order is safety above all else, whether legal or illegal. Safety is the first call.
Yeah.
911 works worldwide. Hey.
We know Cindy. We're gonna bust his balls, though. Of course, you know
All
that.
the time.
Yeah.
Bust them.
Gonna
Smash
step on my
them.
nutsack.
Smash them against
Yeah,
the
I don't
curb.
know Jessica H, but I've given the proper response, which is to pick up the phone and call your local authorities. They're best equipped to deal with that. How old is Monkeyboy and Mr. Z? They don't disclose their
I'm 19.
ages.
Old
Hey
enough to know
Jerry,
better.
how are you? Let's see. Well, this is the wrong place to get advice, Patricia. I would never go to a YouTube platform to ask people about it.
And why would she try to protect him? That's so
Yeah.
stupid. She's enabling
No.
him to beat her ass.
Yeah.
And she likes it.
Yeah, let's drop that subject now. It just becomes too. They
Redundant.
know what the answer is.
It's
Pick
a
up the
quagmire.
phone.
A quagmire of.
Pick up the phone and make the call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what any sense. That's the advice any sensible person would give in that matter.
That's
All
right,
right.
Jessica. Moving on.
Dot.
I think the world word is sexy, not stately. Yeah. Whoa. Monkeyboy or code names for the Secret Service guardian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Code
I'm Red
name.
Squirrel.
That's it.
He's Muffin Top.
That's it. That's it.
At least I'm
Yeah.
not muffin bottom.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, we know it's. We
Muffin
know
top,
it's.
right?
That's elbow. He's
It's
Muffin
not
Bottom.
for us today. Yeah, good to see you, Jerry. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, let's get back to the chat here. Let me just advance. Let me make sure I'm on live chat. I stepped away for a minute. Let's see. Anyway, Michael Douglas, are you feeling a buzz? I think that you guys are okay.
Not at all.
Yeah. Where to next is going to be back to the Rancho on Sunday. What's next on your plate? You go back and forth.
Sunday I'm going to go
Yeah,
back to LA.
LA.
Yeah.
And hanging out in LA. And Mr. Z, you'll be atop the construction.
I'll be
crane
back working.
40 stories,
Back-
climbing up that
back to the
40
grind.
story, climbing up. I don't think the strip clubs are open. When you
He's-
said the sheep
He's
can
talking
attract
on
you
his
guys.
iPhone.
Yeah, well, I don't know, Ron. Sheep can be very dangerous. From what I know, they can attack you. They can, you know, they could potentially harm or take your life. I know nothing about sheep.
Kim
I've
Michaels
seen
had
them
this
from
job.
a safe distance. There must be a reason they're in zoos and kept behind, you know, barriers. I got no idea about farm animals. Have a good night, Tattoo Crazy.
I know someone
Have a
that knows
great one.
about farm animals.
Yeah.
Fat
We'll just
boy.
leave that alone.
Fat boy.
Well, thank you, Ron. I don't know anything about, strippers with masks. I don't know anything about the safety of, I don't even go to petting zoos because of the danger of, you know, losing a finger or something like that when you're reaching down to pet a chicken or whatever. the
No,
hell it is.
Jason, we're in a Motel 6.
Yeah. Do strippers wear masks? I haven't.
Wow.
I
That's a
remember
good
the
question. I have no
Last time I
I'm sure
can't
they're
even
doing that.
remember what
idea.
decade.
Strip clubs aren't even open.
I can't
Masks.
remember the last decade I was in a strip club.
That was, yeah.
Probably on the Baltimore block in the 1970s or 80s, something like that. So, yeah, Vicky, I think you were scared of anything that is not a dog or cat. Yeah, they're frightening to me. I mean, you don't know if you're going to get attacked. You don't know what's in an animal's mind, right?
She's not afraid of my little.
I mean, I had
Doggy.
horses chase me around, and you know, you don't know what these animals are capable of. You know, it's better to be safe than sorry, right? Animals can carry deadly bacteria. Exactly.
Yeah.
You got to be careful.
Like Mr. Z when he eats his own poop. Always-
Masks
always
are the
bad.
extra that they will.
Come on, man. At least I use chopsticks. Give me some fucking credit, please.
No, I'm just being myself. A friend just posted 279 can buy Nipton. Oh, you can buy a town for $2.75.
That's on the way to that.
What do I got to do for that? Open a strip bar or what?
You have to live there probably.
God, we're full lockdown, so catch up on your videos. Thank you, Nikki. It's people on the streets. Black Widows, yeah, I don't mind black. Oh, 2.75 million, okay. But then you got to take responsibility for the town, right? The municipal power
Right.
grid, when that
Everything.
breaks down.
Yeah, run everything. That's a
No
big
way I
headache.
would want to do that. No, 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 no,
You
no.
could be the sheriff, the plumber.
Oh, thank you, Ron. I'm glad you enjoyed the content, but I'm serious. I'm not about farm animals, and all that kind of things. The mayor of Funtown. Thank you, Cheryl.
The mayor of Funtown. Yeah.
Did you try a shot of that apple moonshine?
I was at Mr. Z's place and we cracked that thing open.
Pretty,
We'll get it in a second.
pretty horrific, huh?
You know, it just tastes a bit sugary and a bit thick, like
It's
Like
more
Anisette,
liqueur,
you know,
like I
like
said.
Yeah, I don't
tastes
like that.
Fireball.
that
That's like
heavy,
Fireball.
heavy. It's yeah, like liqueur, really thick.
I don't like adulterated alcohol. Just give me the straight stuff. It's like beer.
Yeah.
Don't put fruit in my beer. Don't put cinnamon in my beer. Just give me a damn beer. In the cemetery, we heard a weird growl again when we were in there. Cemetery.
Are you want to do a moonshine and
Choose your
moonshine?
words.
I want to do a half a shot of.
All right, let me
I
wash
don't
this
want
one
a
out.
full shot because
This
if
is
that
just gonna
stuff
wash this
tastes
one out.
like
You'll just
Yeah,
get a
Wait,
flavor.
wait.
Don't
Are you
yeah,
going
but-
to drink any of that?
Afterwards, we only have 2 shot glasses,
only
so.
a half a shot. That's
Yeah,
all
you got
I
it.
want.
You got a plastic thing.
I
in here?
can't take moonshine. It's not like 180.
Oh.
This is not moonshine. It's a horrible example
It's
at
not
best.
good. Not good.
Can't do that.
Cheryl's amazing.
Yeah.
She's like a
Just
living,
half a
living
shot.
almanac.
No more than half a shot of that stuff.
All right.
Interesting. I don't know. They put that for more. This thing on the bed here. It's more for show than.
Oh.
It's
You want
a
some? Yeah.
finish.
You want some?
If you have some, I'll have some.
We only got
It's
2
just-
shots. You take
it's
some, and I'll
got
take some.
Like when you smell my stuff, you can smell the.
Oh yeah,
No, when you smell your stuff, it'll burn the hair in your nose.
Yeah.
it melts your tongue.
Oh, mercy.
Did you like this the first time, or
No,
was it just?
no, I didn't like it the first
See,
time.
I'll never
I didn't.
buy
This is probably my fifth shot.
something that's called
Like this?
moonshine. I don't know. Good night, Wade Bowen. Thank you. Stu Unger was normal. Thank you, Alan.
Stu Unger is deceased,
No
so
kidding.
that's an irrelevant.
I guess that's what your mom says about you down there, right?
I think
You know,
something
you're
wrong with Alan today.
Stu
It's not
Unger
really
was
quite
normal compared to you.
It's not
We
quite
need a
Alan.
review.
Alan's off your A game today, bro. Ugh, huh?
Just has that.
I get
Apple.
apple notes in that.
Holy cool.
Fireball.
It's actually not as horrific as I thought it
Not
would
as
be.
bad, but it's not as. It's definitely nothing
It's,
compared to yours.
But you know, the standard used to be 50. We used to be 100 proof.
This
Here.
is
Now for
Here.
this is 75 proof.
Take your shot.
now they've watered things down consistently
This is-
to get down as low as
This
they
is
can get.
this is
now.
yuppie shit there.
Take your shot.
Take your shit and get the hell out of here. Let me go rinse this one out real quick.
Glad
Say
that's
more.
over.
Oh man. Man. What's the craziest Vegas? What's the craziest moment you've been on in a Vegas shoot?
I can tell you. I can tell you right
What
now.
was that?
So, D, Mr. Z, myself, you, walking through that alley, dark hole, and we were getting cornered. Those guys were trying to flush us into
Oh,
a situation.
Yeah.
And that girl came out after that incident.
Oh, son of a
Dick!
bitch!
Oh, shit, I gotta walk.
Don't get. Why are you angry?
I'm not angry,
You're
yo.
throwing
That
things?
fucking thing slipped out of its little sleeve. I
threw
swear to
that.
God.
He threw that against
I
the
went to,
sink.
I went to do a little shake with the thing, and it
Exactly.
just went floop right out of the fucking thing, dude.
Did it break?
Yeah,
Oh, it
it's
broke.
Oh, you gotta be damn
God damn.
careful about the glass
scared
on
the
the floor.
The fuck out of
Just
me.
take
Well, I'll
that,
take care.
take
Continue.
the
I'll take
towel
care of
and
this.
Just push
We're good.
everything
See?
over that way.
Yeah, we're good. Take
That's
care
what
of yourselves.
happens when you drink too much wearing tight pants.
Good lord, that scared the
Comes
fuck
off
out
your
of me.
circulation.
You can't think straight.
Glass. It slipped out. It had a decorative sleeve
It has
on
this
the
little
outside.
sleeve, and it just
See
slipped
that?
right out.
This
Yeah.
thing
He
had just slipped
threw
right
it.
out of there.
He threw
He
it.
threw that.
He's a rat
That's
bastard.
it. I just want to make sure I don't step on any
Yeah.
glass.
No, I think you'll be all right. It's
He gets angry like that all the time.
My scariest moment in Las Vegas was just in 2019 at the end. I guess it was either the October or the December Chooch when I went where they have the cut through where the railroad is,
You're right.
where the rail line is.
you came across that
And
guy.
I had my flashlight signing, and a guy came out.
He hasn't had a shot yet. He'll get it
A
soon.
guy came out with his cell phone camera, his smartphone light, and put it on me,
The Mexican standoff. Yeah.
the Mexican standoff, and his buddies were over at the fence line. I turned around and left, and a couple guys followed me down the street, and I thought we were going to have a confrontation down there. That was pretty intense down there. Okay.
You know, you never know.
Because I
what's
used to
gonna
like to
happen.
walk through to the railroad because they'd have barrels.
Well, that's where we
burning.
found that pan. Remember, we
Yeah,
had
the
that pan you wanted to
pan.
come back for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
How you doing, Dreamcatcher?
that was pretty scary. Hey, Katie, how are you? Hey, Dreamcatcher.
Yeah, you can't take
All
Mr.
right,
Z
stand
anywhere.
by.
He's
Let me,
gonna
let me,
break
let me double
something.
check all this here.
It's
now.
like a 3-year-old.
Continue. Talks amongst yourselves.
Yeah, if you
Choose
just
your
take
words,
that
Mr.
whole
Z,
towel
choose
and
your
just
words.
push it over to the side.
Yeah. I'll get whatever.
I always
get.
wear.
Yeah,
You
we're.
have to be careful.
Shit,
There are
yes.
a lot of hooligans. It's a lot worse now than it was 2 years ago. I can
Mr.
tell you
Z's
that.
always wetting the bed.
Good lord.
I think he does it out of pleasure.
Get no fucking respect in this place.
That was pretty. That was pretty intense.
There.
And,
bedwetting?
I think I was by myself on that one too, and I wouldn't recommend because I was doing the art district, walking down that way, so it was pretty intense.
Okay.
You're good. My
All right.
lawyer will call you.
I think you got. Yeah, right. Let me grab that other glass and not try to smash this
Yeah,
on the
my
fuck.
Don't get
lawyer
angry
will
anymore.
call you.
Well, see this.
I'm
See,
doing
this
good,
is exactly what
Katie.
happened. See, I want to do a little.
Remember the
Whatever.
whisk?
Thing I went,
Yeah, the
excuses.
whisk.
Boom.
There was some
taking
good. There was some
responsibility.
good restaurant
Look
great
how
equipment there.
that shit slides right out of there.
Yeah, slid
That's
right
what
off.
happened. I went to
Yeah.
do a little shake and went.
Okay, man,
He
don't
threw
oversell it. There we go.
Whatever.
exactly.
Whatever.
It's working too hard.
Whatever. Just vote for me in November, all
There you
right?
go, D. You need to go sit in the corner and time out for a while.
I'm gonna just take that shit off. Fuck that.
But
There we go.
2021 compared to March of 2019, the streets are exponentially more confrontational and dangerous today than they were then. Why? Because people out there know that the cop response is going to be almost non-existent to anything that happens out there now. Did the housekeeping change the bed cover? Maybe. No, it's all good.
Repeat the bed.
Yeah. Hey, Simply Wicked, how are you? Having a great night. Thank you, Cindy. It is, I'm not sure how much the police have been defunded,
They just need to be retrained.
but they're going to be very careful about what calls they respond in force, and something involving a street thing, unless there's an imminent life in danger, they're not going to give two hoots about that.
I'll give credit to Metro. They are well organized. They can
But they're
really
gonna
disseminate their
prioritize.
priorities. Yeah.
If I'm down there on Main Street,
If you got
on a
someone parked in a
Friday night,
handicapped spot, you're not getting anybody for a
but
while.
If I'm down
Yeah.
on Main Street, Choochin, by the railroad tracks in there, and I have a problem, no way, shape, or
He does
form
need a
can I
CP cup.
anticipate that Metro is going to come and bail me out.
No,
of that,
yeah,
Simply, I'm great. How are you?
You know.
Not unless they happen to be rolling by, you know.
Well, I said, and even then, unless they get the call, they ain't stopping.
I swear to God, I've been involved in motor vehicle accidents in Metro motorcycle that are supposed to be traffic cops. Roll right the fuck by.
You know.
Not even look at you like you're not even fucking there. You're in the middle lane waiting, you know.
So I'm much more hesitant to take risks. Before, I would have just gone past the guy with the cell phone camera and just gone right through the fence. Not dared somebody to do something, but hey, I'm going to have to look around. I'm not bothering you, but I do need some light. So now I would pass on that in a major way. Because
How you doing, Rhonda?
I don't want to say people on the streets feel emboldened now to.
They do. I think they do. I think that's the right prop. I think that's proper.
Emboldened.
They feel emboldened.
Yeah.
They feel, yeah,
So you got to be very.
entitled that they can do shit
You got
now.
to be very sensitive to that feeling now. That.
Watch people. Keep
How
an
you
eye on
doing,
people.
Lindsay? How
Hey,
are
Lindsay,
you?
how are you?
I haven't seen Lindsay in a while. Alan Gold, do you ever take a night off? Good Lord.
Alan's
Hey,
off
Rhonda.
tonight for some reason.
I guess he's off his
Oh, it's not
meds
even
tonight.
funny
I don't
tonight.
know. I don't know.
Maybe his mom's punishing him.
I don't know. I guess his mom's slingshotting his meds.
Mom took
down
his
the
allowance
steps or
away for
something.
this week. Not getting his
Plus, people are
$5.
short-tempered. They are very short-tempered now. Even the average person on the street. Well, you know, it takes a lot for me to lose. Have you ever seen me really lose my stuff on?
Only on Fat Boy.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful thing.
By the way, Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
No, it was a birthday
Classic.
gift.
That was awesome.
Only 310 shopping days till Christmas, y'all. Make sure
All
you
right.
get on it. Everyone carry. I do carry pepper spray,
Brass knuckles are
but
illegal.
to me it was an optional carry before. Now it's mandatory to have pepper spray.
Okay.
Good job.
Where's my shot? What the fuck? After that slight detour, 40 miles out of our way, right?
Now, unless I'm on a super well lighted street, which some of my chooches are, definitely take the pepper spray with me because
Yes,
if somebody
brass-
gets hit,
yes, they're illegal.
if somebody gets hit with 2 million Scoville units of heat, they're not going to, they're still going to kick your ass. No, they're going to be trying to wipe their eyes out.
Yeah,
and
they're gonna be
say-
on the ground.
Yeah, they're going to be on the ground wailing for mama,
Yeah.
Ninja stars. Well, I'm not sure, Jason, if I'm going to throw a ninja. I'm not
gonna
that
be here
good
for the
to throw a
weekend, yes.
ninja star at somebody, okay?
I'll be leaving when Rosie leaves.
No, I'm not going to take a taser. Just pepper spray's fine. Also, my pepper spray has a range of 25 feet, so yeah. So I'm very hesitant to unload. I've come close 2 times over the last 3 years. One was Quinn with the 2 ends, but he backed off real quick when he saw the spray. And the second one was that gal in Salt Lake City on West Temple Street who got up in my grill, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna pepper spray you, and she backed the hell off over there. So now I'm not gonna hit anybody with wasp spray. You'll permanently take their eyesight, and I don't want to do that for what may be a transient mistake of just passing mistake to somebody. But I refuse to hit somebody with wasp spray and all that. No. I'm not going to do that. You want to see a bad chooch? Look at Salt Lake City going out there by the Econo Lodge on West Temple. Terrible situation out there. Terrible.
Right. In the UK, you can't do anything.
Horrific chooch that night. Just went all bad. Every step of the way was terrible. I got dehydrated. I almost passed out. Oh, man. That was a bad, bad, bad night. No, I don't mean to shoot wasps. I just mean, yeah, wasp spray shoots the same distance exactly. But this pepper spray is good enough to temporarily disable somebody. No matter how strong you think they are, they're going down.
I think most of the vegans try to stay away from us.
Yeah. But I don't want bad encounters on the street. If I'm curious, I have a right to walk the streets like anybody else. I have a right to have a video camera. I have a right to show what's out there on the streets. The fact that you happen to be there on the sidewalk is coincidental to what I'm doing. How many times have I had somebody come up behind me and then get in my grill and say, I don't want to be in your video? Well, you just jumped into my video, you know?
When Mr. Z gets out of control, we tie him up.
Yeah.
We tie him up in the room and he
Yeah, I had
enjoys
to
that.
pepper spray Mr. Z. Yes, I did. I've had to pepper spray.
He likes it when you pull his hair back and spray him in the face.
Take over for a minute, okay? Show them the real deal there. 2 million Scoville units. There it is.
Look at that, kids.
That's the peacekeeper for me.
Is that crazy?
Luckily, in all the years that I've been chooching, I've never had to deploy pepper spray.
Damn it.
Look at him. He's such a dick.
Oh,
He did it again, guys.
No.
What the
Really?
No, Rosie got me all
Dude.
excited and I
Unbelievable.
Really? Whatever.
Well, you can't take this guy anywhere.
Really?
There goes his deposit on the room now.
Oh, Lord.
Spray him. He needs to be sprayed. He's out of control. He's like a 3-year-old. He's still trying to figure out how to text on his phone. It's funny. Oh, Mr. Z, he's got problems. He needs Jesus. Oh, exactly. Well, I'll do that, Shara.
This is my Jesus.
Try it again. Go through that one more time. They need to see.
Ugh. Now we got limited access on this shit, so it was just like right on the fucking edge. Shit happens.
Excuses.
I didn't break the
excuses.
fucking glass though, at least that much, right, yo? At least it's still intact.
You need to take another shot for punishment.
No, I'm good, dude. I gotta work in the morning. Shit. I got a boat to lift. Oh my god.
Yes, he did, Angus. Threw it on the ground like a bitch.
Oh man, I made use of that one though. I made use of that one. But you know, if you drop some fireball on the ground, it's not really a big problem for me.
I'll tell
Shimei
you,
loves
Charles.
fireball, I think, right?
Yeah.
Shimei? I'm not a big fireball fan. That's what it tastes like. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
Right?
he carries a knife and he carries a purse too. Mr. Z needs to put his index fingers on his forehead, sit on the bed, and not think about what you've done. Exactly. Yeah, Mr. Z loves a lot of grease. Hey, Oda May, how are you? Mr. Z's not behaving very well while Rosie's out.
Doing just fine.
That's right. That's right. Excuses are like assholes. Time for waterboarding. He likes that stuff. I'll do that. I'll say hi to her.
We're a lot of Metro hanging around tonight.
Yeah, well, this is the time of the hour they do.
Got some action out there.
Yeah, there was some action there. Somebody-
Rosie, when does that expire?
What?
Your mace? Or a pepper spray?
No expiration.
Yeah, it should have an expiration date on
If you can find it, I'll give you $20.
it. Oh, you can't read this. I think what we need to do, let me shake it, and we're going to spray it on Mr. Z's face and see how effective it is. Matter of fact, open your mouth, please.
Well, I can almost guarantee you, I've had some exposure to this shit, so I'm not as susceptible to this as somebody else might be.
Oh, it'll still bring tears to your eyes, guaranteed.
But again,
Well, we're gonna
I
try,
could-
kids. Let's just
I can
flip
almost
the
guarantee
switch.
I could probably still function.
I think that sounds like a challenge.
Yeah, let's do it.
You serious? Okay, here we
No.
go, guys.
Yeah,
Get the close-up.
yeah. We used to have,
Nice to see you, Odo May. Come on, speak, boy. Exactly.
we're good.
Everyone loves Mr. Z, Victoria. Except his mom.
My mom thinks I'm cool.
I'm not. She talked to me last night and said you were a shithead.
Wow.
Mr. Z's not drunk. He's sloppy. Mr. Z doesn't do anything for a living. He sits on the corner and begs. Has a little sign about square.
It's a good way to make money these days.
Used to be.
Oh, boy.
Fake news, exactly, Cheryl. He does work. On the corner.
No way I can see the chat from there.
Okay. Oh, there we go. See, now he got butthurt. He left. Somebody hurt his feelings. Oh, he's very clumsy.
Kicked in the nuts. Yeah, crane operator should
Exactly.
not be clumsy, exactly. Well, thank you very much. Classic potato chips. 227.
Have a good
Okay,
night.
Rick Williams, take care. Yeah, Mr. Z, what are you doing?
He's touching himself. He does that all the
Yeah.
time. Goes
He's
in the
doing
other
that.
room. Legs rubbing in the corner of the bed.
Mm. What the hell time is it anyway?
Well, almost 12.
Oh my God.
It's past his bedtime.
I know.
He's probably asking permission for Mrs. E to stay up longer.
He's got to be up on the crane tomorrow too. Can you imagine that? Ooh, sorry guys.
Yeah.
I dropped that load on you.
Ooh, I'm not, yeah, not
I'm
good.
140 feet.
Exactly. He'll back up and fall off the balcony.
That's why it's a high railing out there.
It's really, and it has a step up, so like if you're running,
That's weird. I don't know what the theory is on that. I
it's
don't
to
know.
get that good elevation as you clear the pole.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm sure. He says he's okay.
See?
Thank you for your concern. Doing well with the winnings. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Dawes World. I
You
appreciate
don't want
it.
to. You don't want to sleep on hotel mattresses. All sorts of DNA left.
Like the streets are lit right now out there. Crazy. Oh, scary, yeah. When you gotta climb up all 40 stories to go up on a crane.
Actually, Mr. Z's checking in with his probation officer.
Yep, that's why he makes the big money.
Oh yeah, huge. Guy's loaded. Lives in a castle.
Gotta go up and make that climb every morning. God love anybody can do that climb and go up there. But did you go and have a... Yeah, we had a good dinner. It'll be coming up tomorrow. Yep.
Yep, that's true. He does need a parachute.
We went to the ultimate local casino, the Gold Coast over there tonight.
Actually, what Rosie ate last night was chicken in a can to celebrate.
I made a good Chinese stir fry out of chicken in a can.
So much sodium though. That stuff can't be good.
I didn't put a lot of soy in.
No, I didn't say you
That's
did.
only a finishing thing.
I said the can has a lot of sodium in it.
Mm.
Oh yeah, yeah, Kaylee, it's lots of DNA in his mattresses. I wouldn't even go inside them myself. I'd just sleep on top of it. Hope for the best with that.
Yeah, wire it. Yep. What did I didn't say? Where's the Hogan's Hero theme? What? Hey Maria, how you doing? I don't know.
Yeah, we only see 3 messages at a time.
That's what I try to tell people. You only see 3 lines
Yeah,
at a
that's-
time. When
that's
they're
kinda
gone,
weird.
they're gone. It's not like on
Like we don't see anything
computer.
right now. Now we see something.
Marks the bedspreads. I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey Hugs, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
I don't have anything to play tunes on. Watch your videos around the spooky hostel through. Pretty weird. No, we only see like 2 lines. I mean, I'm lucky
Yeah.
I get that. And imagine having that at about a 3-foot distance away from you.
Yeah.
So it's challenging, and you miss messages.
No, sometimes they go fast, sometimes they go slow, sometimes they don't show. The only thing about music is that you can get doxxed for it, or you can get, punished, right? If you have music that's...
Well, you can be blocked worldwide.
Right.
So.
You're still angry?
No, I'm good.
Hey, it's coming up to midnight, so I'm going to go ahead and. What time is it now exactly?
11:33.
Okay, so about 5 more minutes. I'm going to close the stream out, and yeah, it's been a great night tonight. I know you got a long ride home tonight. So,
No.
Are you ready for 13 Supreme Court DC? I'm not ready for PAC Supreme Court become states in USA to cut half of. I'm not ready for a lot of that, but Hey Janet, I couldn't eat a pizza tonight. Hey Lisa,
Hey there.
how are you? Hey J Love. No way I could do a pizza. Nope.
Oh, no way.
I
No.
cut carbs way down, so nope. I've been having oatmeal in the morning.
See, that's, yeah, good cook.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have
Steel
too.
cut. Yeah.
I get oatmeal from Trader Joe's. and
I'm
it has
thinking,
like-
what would Monkeyboy? Yeah, he would approve this or disapprove that.
Good night, Patricia.
Yeah. Good night, Patricia. Thank you, sweetie. Have a good one. Well, they're like little 140 calorie bags of chips.
Right.
They're not.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not like
Snack
opening
bags.
a huge bag of chips and just sitting there all
And
night
having a
wailing
sun
away.
drop. 6 of them a day.
Oh man.
Does
Me-
Monkey Boy have a channel?
I'd say you're more a commenter than a creator. You know, you enjoy participating in chats, like
Co-hosting.
Mr. Z co-hosting and all that.
Guest
so-
appearances.
Lurking, observing,
Yeah.
He's more
Yeah.
stalking,
watching.
stalking.
Well, tomorrow, when the boys get back together, it's going to be an interesting day. Tomorrow afternoon, going to go do some exploring of rarely seen stuff around Las Vegas. I think you're going to enjoy the recorded content. It might not be available for a day or two, but I will be putting up the dinner videos from the last 2 nights. So, Mr. Z, thank you.
Woo!
Monkeyboy, it's always an honor to hang around with.
For the green wrist team.
And Chris, when you take
Eat your
yours
heart out,
off,
baby.
I'll take
Nothing
mine
limp
off.
about
That's
these
it.
wrists.
That's right.
That's it. So in the meantime, guys, I bid you all a very nice good evening, and I want to thank you for hanging with us tonight. A little too cold for Choochin out there tonight.
We'll
but,
make up for it tomorrow.
You know, have a stay safe, wear your mask, and yeah, thanks for being along, everybody.
See you guys.
Thank you to my wonderful moderators.
Have a great
and
night,
have
everybody.
a wonderful evening.
Thank you for showing.
Woo!